Okay. Hello. Oh, my microphone is muted, it says. But now it's not. It says it can hear me, so I'm gonna trust y'all, Twitch, that I am here today reading more Chainsaw Man, special great sorcerer of the anime manga sphere, SSJ Cody here. Man, for how confident I was talking pre-stream. What a botched intro. But I'm joined today with my brother in arms, Vexus the Lurking Legend. How you doing today, man?
What's good, y'all? I'm chilling. I am excited. Cannot wait. We got less than 100 chapters to go to get caught up for what might be the end. I don't know. But I've been thinking about this like all week. I cannot wait.
It yeah, it's very been much weighing heavily on my mind. I've been really excited to get into this. We got through what some of my favorite stretch of chapters, and now we're really we met the goat Nayuta. We got to see Asa turn an aquarium into a spear, and like the scope of like how her power
That
works
shit was
before.
crazy.
Uh, yeah, absolutely. Like peak, peak, peak on peak on peak.
Peek on peak. Yeah.
Like I'm
And
a
I can
Pikachu.
confirm Twitch can hear you this time.
Fuck yeah. Um,
Hell yeah.
So we open up with this weird dude in the beginning of volume 16, chapter 134. And we see the same figure on the opening shot for volume 16. Ordinary happiness, character introductions, contents page. And we're set to the stage. Are we ready, Vex, to get into this?
Hell yeah, brother. I'm posting promo in my server right now, but I'm ready.
Hell yeah. The way Chainsaw Man fights is outrageous. Destroying buildings makes him no different than the devil. Who's going to pay for all that property damage? There are now reports that Chainsaw Man was involved in the recent disappearance of that aquarium too. And meanwhile, Denji is watching the news like play out from a screen, from a video electronic shop. He's watching it behind a glass screen being played out with a dumb look on his face. I love the dumb Denji look. It's it's I that's my Denji. Um, the falling devil, right? That was nuts. If Chainsaw Man had beaten her, we'd all have a real Nostradamus on our hands. Nostradamus is coming for real, don't you think? Chainsaw Man showed up at our school before too. If he beats Nostradamus, won't our school be legendary? Nostradamus isn't a devil, you know. Wahahahahaha. We cut back to home, and Denji is blow drying Nayuta's hair. The news is talking about that Chainsaw Man church again. They're saying they're a bunch of brainwashed, dangerous kids. Look, they're fighting the police. Denji, look. And as Denji hears about this news unfolding, Denji doesn't even care. He says, the church's days are numbered, though. I'm not going to turn into Chainsaw Man anymore. Huh? You aren't? If I do, you'll die. I can't anymore. When he told me I can't be Chainsaw Man, it felt like I died inside. But I thought about it, and I'm pretty content with the life I have now. Nothing beats a normal life. Do you really think that? Huh? Yeah. Do you really think nothing beats a normal life? I do. I do, right? And the camera zooms out of Denji's apartment as he says that. We see Nayuta sleep with the dogs, and Denji is on the shitter trying to talk to Pochita. Hey, Pochita, for us, this life is like a heaven, right? But like, despite that, it's like now I'm dreaming of an even higher heaven. We can be happy with what we've got, right, Pochita? We don't need to keep fighting. And then we see a cat open the door, and Denji says, you can't sleep either, Meowie, which is the same name that Power gave her cat.
Mm-hmm.
Denji continues to watch the news unfold as Nayuta sleeps. That's right. I drink this vegetable juice every day, and I wake up feeling more refreshed now. When I recommended it to my grandpa, sure, you see, all about golf is sure. Setting your belief in Chainsaw Man aside, I can't accept your organization. And Denji stops the channel there. recruiting students with no real world experience, fighting protesters. I hear you kids are out there playing devil hunters, killing devil, killing devils every night. Do you have any idea how worried your parents must be? How do you people intend to take responsibility for the lives that have been lost playing Chainsaw Man? As for devil hunter activities, we notified the city and the Ministry of Defense in advance. Also, we are active Devil Hunter Club members at school. We have real life combat experience. This is not just a game to us. Only those of us who have accepted Chainsaw Man's teachings work as devil hunters. What's wrong with following one sense of justice to save Japanese citizens in an act of self sacrifice? Oh, and another thing. We hear Chainsaw Man's teachings crap bandied about, but it's not as though he's given them to you directly, right? The man in the hat scowls and he says, he has. Huh? And he removes the hat to show he was the previous Devil Hunter Club leader beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, if you prefer, I can let you hear Chainsaw Man speak for himself now. Uh-huh. And Denji is even surprised because Chainsaw Man can't be there. Denji's right there. Denji gets real upset. He gets ready to go make a phone call. And he's expecting it to be a ring. And nothing happens. The TV keeps going. What? We can talk to Chainsaw Man. No one mentioned that in the meeting. Nobody told me either. Well, let's call him together. Here we go. Chainsaw Man! And on the next page, we see a figure come up. Greetings. I am Chainsaw Man. And Denji looks on in shock as the figure continues to explain. I'm coming to you from the Chainsaw Man Church. Yes, the rumors are true. My body is halfway between human and devil. I gained the power to turn into Chainsaw Man in a fateful encounter with the Justice Devil. And the reason I fight, and Denji looks disgusted, mortified as he sees this person impersonating Chainsaw Man on the television. As he gives his reasons to fight, he says that he fights to create a world without devils. And in a devilless world, Adam and Eve and Denji screams out in a panic sweat, wrong! He screams out so loud that it wakes up Nayuta, and then he starts spouting out, I've never thought about that stuff. I don't fight for any reason. I've died a gazillion times, and next thing I knew, people were calling me Chainsaw Man on their own. Your guy isn't Chainsaw Man! As he fights through tears and sweat, and he breaks down in front of the TV. I'm more Chainsaw Man than him. And Nayuta comforts him, patting him on the back. There. And we see little Pochita crying at the end of the chapter.
Oh,
Big sad.
his little poor little Pochita chainsaw tears.
I wonder if it's motor oil.
Oh my god.
On a television
Yeah,
program.
that's kind of
last night.
crazy.
Yeah, no. That's someone's literally like impersonating Chainsaw Man and like wielding that power after they just told Denji he's not allowed to anymore.
It's almost reminding me of like Mob Psycho, like one of the final arcs, like you know what I mean?
No, I get you. We has to like on a television program last night, Chainsaw Man revealed his human form. Although he hid his face with a hat, his handsome looks are causing a stir. Phone calls to the Chainsaw Man Church from prospective members are already reportedly surging. Additionally, because his self-proclaimed Chainsaw Man did not transform on the program, some are calling his claims into question. We see Asa look on as she stares at the Chainsaw Man on the TV, and she remarks, there's no way this stand-up guy is Chainsaw Man. And she thinks to herself, Chainsaw Man is stupid and crude and simple-minded. But he saved my life multiple times. Is Chainsaw Man truly your prince in shining armor? As we see Yoru just fucking munching on bread like Rei Ayanami.
Hell yeah, man. Let's go. Bread gang.
Bread gang. Oh, yo, we're streaking. Oh, yo, 69. Holy smokes, I'm missing it. Yes, perhaps he saved your life, but he's my mortal enemy, and I plan to kill him. How could you fall in love with
Oh man,
Chainsaw
hold
Man?
on.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on. I gotta shout out this bag of bread. Cause that is a very, very wide and square bag of bread, right? You're seeing what I'm seeing,
I'm
right?
seeing it.
Right.
I'm seeing it.
Okay. And so that is, I don't think that's just your typical like white bread or your wheat bread. That's not like your Wonder Bread or your like Nature's Own or Mrs. Baird's or none of that shit. Hashtag not sponsored. That right there has to be Shokopan. Like, look how huge that shit is in her hand. That is that Hokkaido milk bread.
Yeah.
And that shit is on a whole nother level, Cody, if you haven't had it. Like, oh my God. That's like S tier bread. So even more respect. Cause like, bro, Yoru knows game. Like,
Yo, she's be getting this bread. Let's get this bread.
sorry, I had to nerd out for
No,
a second.
I love that.
Like I had to, because I'm like, that's the fattest bag of bread ever. And then I was like, wait.
No, I think I love it even more because if you look at the counter and everything, no sandwich ingredients or anything. So Yoru's just eating a hunk of bread. But when you think about it, if it's like that milk toast bread, like that sweet bread that you get, oh, it's also huge. Like maybe
It's
Kobeni,
gigantic. And that's like
or
what the
maybe Asa has like
that's what
10
the yeah, the Hokkaido like milk bread is supposed to be like these giant slices, and it's like so soft and pillowy, like you don't even get crumbs from it. And it's a pretty clean looking table. I don't see any crumbs.
I do
The
not
context
see.
clues don't lie, folks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fujimoto really is like if it was anyone else, I would be putting some like, come on, Vex, I think you're reading too into it. But with Fujimoto, it's really spitting here.
More like foodie moto. Am I right?
That's so dumb. That's so
Yeah. Thank you.
6'7". Like we're
Shut
there.
the fuck up.
Chicken Caesar salad.
Oh my God, we're silly. We're getting silly.
On the next page, we see Yoru start to smirk as she realizes she struck a nerve in Asa's mind. Yes, perhaps he saved your life, but he's my mortal enemy, and I plan to kill him. How could you fall in love with Chainsaw Man of all people? And Asa crashes out, red in the face. I have not! And she slams the table. It's not like I like him. It's just that he saved me again and again. You fall for men so easily, Asa. And then Asa looks at the ground. Yoru, are you in a good mood or something? Normally you fly into a rage when I say so much as a good word about Chainsaw Man. And Yoru just giggles. War draws nigh.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. That's a tonal change right there.
Yoru goes on to elaborate her good mood. Falling Devil's mere presence temporarily reversed gravity in places all over the world. All nations suffer damage and simultaneously became poorer. When humans want money, they always go to war. And once they do, they will all remember and fear me. Asa looks on and says, if you get your strength back, won't you not need to kill Chainsaw Man anymore? Clocking her shit immediately, Yoru's like, of course I will. I will use my renewed strength to kill him. It's time you got your head out of the clouds. Forget he ever saved you. And Asa can't forget because it looks so fucking cool. This shit is sick.
This is a crazy panel.
Like
this is a crazy panel.
No flashbacks. I told you to forget it. How can I help it? The memories well up on their own. Then don't think, full. Sentimental Drive, written by Asa Mataka. The day we went on our first motorcycle ride, I felt your body heat for the very first time. Your head was a chainsaw, yet I couldn't deny. Your warmth was human, of someone alive. In retrospect, every time you saved my life, my body's cold and can be frozen as ice. Although I'm doomed, I always end up all alone. You always came to my rescue. That much I know. Don't recite some embarrassing poem! It's a poetry reading!
Bars. It's actually bars.
It's so
That is
good,
some
but
like
it's
that is some like grade A like Tumblr like sad posting, type shit from like 10 years ago.
lock in because on the next page, Fammy makes her appearance and asks her, "You're eating that bread plain?" Everyone has a moment of silence before, "God, where'd you get in here?"
Jeez. Oh my god.
I also love their facial expressions in the panel with Fammy, like showing just like how much she snuck up on both of them, but like just how expressive they are with each other while they're arguing about a flashback poetry reading that's not even happening. uh, can I eat this? The door was locked. How did you get in? Can I eat this? What's her deal? Famine, what do you want? Can I eat this?
Oh my god. Maybe it's OCD, but maybe it's all she can say.
Maybe she really saw that bread. She's like, you know bars.
You got that
Yo,
Hokkaido milk bread?
what up, Lucas? We love you. Mwah.
I read that as I wanted to poop in, and I was like, hey, yo.
Would you work it at a gas station? Most people do.
Oh my god. No.
I remember.
Rosie's trying to she's trying to say hi. Get away from my mic.
So Famine, after asking to eat the bread, she finally gets to with a whole jar of strawberry jam, noticeably open and emptied next to her. She emptied that jar. Not like that. I didn't even mean it like that. Oh my god.
I didn't say anything.
I know, but like I did. I said it in my mind. Oh. I feel like gentle criminal. I'm like, but my intentions were noble and pure. Famine says, I'm here to grant both your wishes. Yoru looks on and says, our wishes? Yeah. Can I look in your fridge? Leave at once or I'll kill you. Famine disregards her and continues to look through her fridge. Asa wants to help Chainsawman. Yoru wants to kill him. It's possible to choose both. Yoru takes a moment and switches places with Asa and lets Asa take control of the conversation. And Asa asks Famine how. Famine says, at the moment, Chainsaw Man has given up on fighting devils to lead an ordinary human life. Huh? The problem is that Chainsaw Man's own heart prevents him from being an ordinary human. Even weakling devils can become powerful by eating strong devils, those who are feared. It's why devils are constantly after him, trapping him in a cycle of violence. Many of the Chainsaw Man Church's followers were saved by Chainsaw Man. We want to save him this time. We're hunting down all the devils in town so that he won't have to fight. If everyone forgets about Chainsaw Man, he'll grow as weak as a devil and then he can live an ordinary life. I want you to join the Chainsaw Man Church and fight with us, Asa. What? Why? Someone who's been saved should want to return the favor. Save Chainsaw Man? You must be joking! I don't know why I turned into Frieza there.
I know. I was like, hold on. Wait.
Even if Asa agrees, I refuse. Is it the Red Chainsaw Man you want to fight, Yoru? Excuse me. Famine holds up a picture. Isn't it this Black Chainsaw Man. Huh? Oh! Black Chainsaw Man and Red Chainsaw Man are not the same person. I'm surprised you didn't realize this since we sisters have no interest in faces, human or devil. I'm not surprised you didn't realize since we sisters have no interest in faces. If you want to fight Black Chainsaw Man, you need to turn the Red Chainsaw Man back into an ordinary human. The Chainsaw Man that Asa wants to save and the Chainsaw Man that Yor wants to kill are different beings. Joins a Chainsaw Man church and you can help each other out. But why should we trust you? You were secretly manipulating things that time with Yuko and at the aquarium, and this Chainsaw Man church is totally fishy. And could you not leave my fridge open? Oh, and for that matter, the Chainsaw Man on TV was total phony too. Correct, he's a fake. A double to protect Chainsaw Man from devils. Ah, you don't have to trust me. I'm asking for you to trust the church's followers. They're honestly trying to save Chainsaw Man. We see the phony going on again. And Asa looks at the TV, and we see a news reporter go on. In other news, today in the earlier hours of the morning, a member of the Chainsaw Man Church defeated the Carpenter Bee Devil that had infested an apartment building here in Tokyo. This female high school student is making headlines for defeating over 10 devils this month alone, despite not being a devil hunter. She's a volunteer, right? It's admirable. Isn't she paid with the believer's money? How to quit playing devil on her. That Chainsaw Man church member, Asa Mataka. And then we get a sick ass panel of Asa over the Carpenter Bee Devil. I heard it wasn't Chainsaw Man who defeated the Eternity Devil at the aquarium. It was actually Asa.
What is this sword?
I'm trying to find out too what the object is. Maybe it's like a hair clip.
What? That's cool as hell.
Yeah.
Damn.
Someone said they saw her fight a devil at school too. There's even a report that Asa Mataka was in the apartment building where the cockroach devil was destroyed. Maybe all of Chainsaw Man's kills were actually Mataka. Asa Mataka? And now Denji is hearing, yeah, nah. You can see where this is going. And the chapter ends with Pochita doing karaoke.
What do you think his go-to song is?
I think it's Zetsubu no Billy by Maximum the Hormone.
Do you think Pochita is getting down to maximum hormone?
Chapter 136, Normal Life. We see Denji leading a normal life, going to school, having that dumb look on his face. I love him. I love him. We see Denji getting asked a question by one of his classmates. Hey, is that a Chainsaw Man shirt? Who are you? You should know that, among the well-informed, there's this theory that Chainsaw Man is stealing all the credit for Asamataka's accomplishment. She's a student at our school, huh? Assuming it's true, do you still plan on wearing Chainsaw Man clothes? Because in a sense, you'd be supporting a victimizer. What?
Oh my god, he's a Redditor.
Hey, you two, did I hear you dissing Chainsaw Man? Who are you? What's with you dudes? In the name of Chainsaw Man, I'll punish you! And he fucking decks the dude right in the face. If only real Redditors could be handled like this. Oh, wait. No, he hits Denji. Damn. Big F. Are you listening to me, Denji? You're lucky I'm not suspending you. In my experience, kids without parents are quick to start fights. Next time it's the red card for you. Got it? And then Denji starts to walk out. And then he gets told, I hear you put the other guy in the hospital. Denji looks on at the person talking to him. I think it's Fumito? I'm trying to remember his name.
His handler. Yeah, I forget his name too.
They'll say it eventually. I don't like him. But Denji says he lost one tooth. Well, I guess ordinary high schoolers get into fistfights. Not that I'd ever really know either. Denji looks on in disgust still. Think skipping school to hang out would make us ordinary high schoolers? Denji looks on, and
Ew.
then we see a dead devil in front of the fucking movie screen. Ugh, this is crazy.
Yuck.
Yeah. Even knowing that we're cutting class, this isn't that fun, is it? No talking during a movie. Everyone's evacuated. Who's going to complain? 32 minutes ago, a devil appeared in the theater and it was killed by the theater's devil hunters who were here within a mere 2 minutes. All that's left is to remove the body. Even without Chainsawman, problems get solved. You aren't the protagonist of this movie. It's not like the world would end without you. And this is a really important chapter, but like, it's really funny he's saying that to Denji, who is the protagonist of Chainsaw Man. But then that makes you think this is Fujimoto writing it like this. They are what they. I
He's
also
referring
want
to the
to,
movie inside of the series,
yep,
not the series itself.
and
Yeah.
this is something that
He's not breaking
Fujimoto
the fifth
loves to
wall or
do.
some shit.
He loves to like have serious moments inside of theaters to like because he has that deep love and appreciation for cinematography. So like a lot of like hard hitting scenes and stuff will take place in movie theaters, or he'll depict them near them because like that's just who he is. That's what he loves. So like this is a really important uh talk they're having. Denji looks on, and then Fumito keeps talking. He's like, "Oh, looks like she made it here before the corpse collectors, huh? A girl in my class wants to have a date with you, and I set you two up." Denji looks on, still shocked. Bye. Knock her socks off. Denji keeps looking on and he says, "Hey." Fumito stops and he gives Denji like a solemn look. Is this what it's like to be normal? Yeah, it is. And we see Denji alone in the movie theater. But not for long as the seat next to him creaks. And we get two panels of Denji before saying anything in an awkward silence. And he says, "Sorry, like, I'm super down in the dumps right now. I'm an amazing person, but I doubt I'm gonna be all that charming today. There's all this stuff that I can't do now, and I don't know what to do with myself. What am I even getting at? I guess I just want to be alone right now. So, like, uh, she's touching my wiener!"
Okay.
And we see the girl give a grin back at Denji, and Denji still continues to freak out. She's touching my wiener! And he even has an Ahegyo
Oh
face.
my god. This is what you were waiting for? This is crazy.
Oh my god, that's where the chapter ends too. So good. Chapter 137. Choo Choo Lovey Moody Moody Muda Muda. Which, if you aren't aware, is a song name by Maximum the Hormone.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard it. Yeah.
Hey senpai, you're a virgin, right? Right? Huh? Want me to have sex with you? I've got nothing better to do anyway. Go lick that devil. Go lick that dead devil. Do that for me and I'll let you have sex with me. Tenji looks on, just shocked. And then he says, "Okay, you're kinda sketchy." Huh? A girl suddenly approaching me? It's like way too convenient. For starters, why would you want to have a date with me when we've never even met? Well, look, I've matured. I don't fall for honey traps anymore. And she still looks on
Sure.
she still looks on smiling, and he says, "Besides, I'm sick and tired of mindlessly obeying somebody. for that bait that's dangled right in front of me. Got it? Then get out of here and have some respect for yourself. And that's what Denji was thinking he should have said as he's licking the devil. So
Oh
that
my god, dude. I can't right now. Foul.
He's still licking it, and then she says, "Do it like you're sucking a popsicle, senpai." And then he does, and he fucking double fist techniques it, and he thinks to himself, "She's cute." They go to karaoke Fujimoto. We're gonna have sex at a
Okay.
karaoke place? We could never get a room at a love hotel in school uniforms. Plus, a friend of a friend works here part time, and they'll turn a blind eye. Well, in that case, shall we get into before we begin? Choo choo, and she goes into doing a 1-to-1 cover karaoke cover in the room with Denji of choo choo, lovey lovey, lick lick, boing boing. Denji thinks, huh? She's singing? It seems like it wasn't a trap, though. That's good, I guess. She keeps going on, and I mean, she's getting really into it. I'm kind of having fun, so I'll roll with it. Maybe being normal ain't so bad after all. And as she gets into the chorus of everything, the door creaks open, and people break into the room and trying to assault Denji to the music. Denji fights back. As the song keeps going, she is still performing karaoke, and it's just the lyrics taking up all of the text box. A mass of people with baseball bats enter the karaoke room, and all of them keep trying to assault Denji on and on and on. But Denji is wailing them down through and through. And it's on the next page, you see them lining up, like in a line, trying to get in after Denji with baseball bats, whatever weapons they have. And nothing's working. Meanwhile, this girl is still fucking singing this song the whole time. It's really hard to convey how great this chapter is unless you have the music going.
This is
but
insane. This is truly insane.
It's one of those things where I'm like, this is a chapter that I don't think I can convey, but I could tell you all, if you do read this, I highly recommend having the song playing in the background for it.
It's like the way that it's like in Kingsman when the one guy shows up at the church and Freebird's playing and he's just wailing on them all, but the opposite, because like the whole church shows up and wails on him Denji instead. You know what I mean? Like, this is crazy.
And meanwhile, like, it's not even like Denji's in a rage. Denji's literally like, nah, life's pretty good. Life's looking up. Everything's seeming to be, I'm gonna finally have sex. And nah. But he's taking it on the chin. He's laying these people out left and right. And he's making his way out into the hallway. He actually gets his hands on a bat and starts taking people out en masse as the song continues. As the song finishes its first verse, we see the hallway strewn about with a massive amount of fucking bodies. At least 20. And Denji says, "You aren't gonna sing the second verse?" The girl looks on with a baseball bat in her hands and says, "This seems more fun." And Denji just smiles. And that's where that chapter ends. I really like that chapter. I think it's one of the
fuck is going on, dude.
Yeah, no, I really like I can't stress to you how much I love that chapter and how much I'm excited for that to get animated. I also want to tell you how mad that made all of the Reddit bros, because they're like, actually, if Chainsawman takes place in this year, that song couldn't have been released until 20 years later, so what's going on with the timelines, Fujimoto? You're washed up. And Fujimoto is like, oh no, man. They had the maximum, the hormone devil. You forgot about.
Oh my god. And
Oh,
that was in between him on social media pretending to
yeah,
be a
12-year-old
little
girl.
girl.
Yep.
Yeah. In between all that, right?
Yep. This was the chapter, I think, that like it was either this one or the one before it was the one that got posted after all of that had like started coming to light. And he's just like, yeah, hit me. What up? And they're, how do we know it's you? And he's like, oh, here's the leaks for the next Chainsaw Man chapter, I guess.
That's
Don't
the
for-
most wild shit.
don't force my hand
That
next
is
time.
that is actually the most wild shit, dude.
I he's so crazy and unhinged. So we see Denji and this girl meeting each other's, and they meet each other's gaze, and she goes to dash at him to make a swing. As she does, a bystander from behind Denji gets up with a gun. Mind you, look at how fucking well that gun is drawn. That shit looks like it was just. Ugh. Hate it here. He goes to pull a gun on Denji, and as he goes to shoot Denji, the girl throws her bat instead of swinging at Denji and hits the dude in the forehead, stopping him. And she says, geez, it's only a model gun. Don't scare me like that. Makes sense, though. Guys attacking with baseball bats wouldn't have a gun, would they? Aren't you my enemy? Huh? Why would I be your enemy? You were freaking singing while I was fighting those dudes! Her name is Fumiko Mifune, and she's your junior. Why are you here? I'm with the Public Safety Devil Extermination Special Division 7. I'm in charge of guarding you and other stuff during your student life, Denji Senpai. That's why I'm in high school at the age of 22. She's also 22. It's weird.
Well, that's yeah.
It's
It's
better,
like partly it's
but
better,
weird.
partly it's yeah. That it's crazy.
If you're my bodyguard, how come you kept singing when I got attacked? She looks on, and then I want to call him Fumiko, but that's her name,
It's
not
like Yoshi. It's
Yoshida. It
Yoshida.
is Yoshida.
Yeah.
You're so right.
His
Yoshida
his like
asks,
other name, it's like something Fumi, but like yeah, his name's like Yoshida or Yoshido or something.
"Can I call you Yoshi? Can I?"
Yoshi.
Why is that? She looks on and she says, "Well, cause I don't want my songs getting interrupted." What is wrong with you guys?
No,
That's real.
respectable.
Me
Hell
when
yeah.
someone tries
I
talking to me in
actually
the car when I'm having my karaoke moment. No, thank you.
yeah. Yeah, when I'm like listening to a song, when I tell somebody specifically, like, hey, would you like to hear this song that means a lot to me? And then 3 seconds into it, they try telling me their fucking life story.
Hey, just letting y'all know for the next 3 minutes and 12 seconds, I'm not here in the car with you. Since you been gone!
Relatable. Oh.
Anyway, you are Chainsaw Man. Getting attacked by someone who knows your identity comes with the territory. That's why I assigned a bodyguard to you. No possessions who can use to identify them. I thought as much. So, Chainsaw Man's strong even when he doesn't transform, huh? I'm impressed. You were super cool, you know. You're only coming on to me as part of the job, right? Like, talk about a letdown. I really am into you, Senpai. You are? How could I not be? Senpai, you're the one and only Chainsaw Man. And Denji's like shocked to hear that because everyone else has been calling this phony a
Mhm.
Chainsaw Man the whole time. But this one person he's just met, and he's like he's literally shown his doubt in them several times, and to be reassured in the way that like he fully needs right now, that he wants right now, it just stuns him entirely. And then she gets karate chopped on the head. As for you, do your job. Ouch. Sorry, Denji. I'll set her straight. You won't have to fight again. No. Uh, sure. We see Asa laying down in her apartment now, watching the TV. In our next segment, we'll be looking into the beautiful high school devil hunter everyone's been talking about. Beautiful. The buzz about the beauty. This recognition we're receiving isn't so bad. I feel as though a thirst of mine is being quenched. We aren't doing this for praise, though. We're doing it to save Chainsaw Man. Indeed, we do this to kill Chainsaw Man. Still, it's maddening to think Chainsaw Man also experienced this rush. Fame doesn't feel that great to me. In fact, it creeps me out. Why? Uh, um, why? Because it's like an invasion of my privacy or something. When we see that Asa almost looks disgusted, it looks in her bed. It's hard to imagine. And we cut back to Denji seeing the same image of Asa on a poster. Ticks you off, doesn't it? How they're putting Chainsaw Man side by side with some fresh faced nobody. Asa Mataka, Chainsaw Man church poster girl and high school student. They say scars appear on her face when she fights devils. A pretty memorable character, isn't she? Why do strangers keep talking to me lately? You don't know me? It's cool. I don't remember you either. Denji ignores the bystander, but the bystander keeps monologuing. You ought to know me, though, Chainsaw Man. Okay, for real. Who are you? If they call you Chainsaw Man, that'd make me Sword Man. Let's go with that. Denji looks on shocked. Bam! Bam! And on the final panel, seriously, who is this loser?
Oh, look at
With the little
Pochita
baseball
with a
bat.
baseball bat. Oh man.
Little Pochita, little Pochita, little Pochita with a baseball bat.
I was thinking the same thing, yeah.
Am I offline? No, the website is.
No, you're online. Yeah, you're online.
Alright, we back. A chair's feelings.
Bruh. What?
Hi, I'm Chair. Do you believe in life after love?
Bruh.
That was a really good joke. I'm gonna clip that. Swear.
It's not how you pronounce her name.
Does this jog your memory? When you fought Makama, a pretty strong sword wielder should have been there too. Yeah, that's right. That was me. Oh, no. Long story, but I'm not the one who fought that battle. Huh? Wait, you're not? Doom. Doom. Look, I gotta go to school. And he leaves him in a stunned silence. I transferred here from Kanagawa. My name is Mirisugo. My hobbies are running and playing the piano. Huh? Is he a hunk or what? He's like a mashup of Denji and the student council president. One more thing. I'm not here to make friends, so don't talk to me, you pieces of trash. Everyone looks on, like, surprised that he said that. But still, everyone comes to his aid. Do you have a girlfriend? Were you in a club at your high school? You have to play piano for us. They won't shut up. Hey, Denji, will you get rid of them for me? And Denji gets angry. He's furious. What do you want, dude? Spit it out already. It's private. Oh, don't mind me. I know what's up. I'm a public safety dog. You're with public safety? Are you serious?
Wait, I just realized the name of the chapter.
Yeah, so
oh my god.
So Denji is her chair.
Dude. I can't. Fujimoto is wild. I can't, dude. I literally, what the
Do
fuck?
you believe in love after love? Ah, the you're with public safety. Are you serious? Well, whatever. I'm here as a Chainsaw Man Church messenger. The weapons walk with the Chainsaw Man Church. Join us, Denji. The weapons? Sorry, I got a shamrock shake. Having a little sip. Most of the top brass. Oh, the weapons? We're a community of people like you who can turn into devils. Most of the church's top brass are weapons. They're promising you a pretty high position if you join. Wait. It's the Chainsaw Man Church. You gotta make Chainsaw Man your church's leader. Anything less is disrespectful to Senpai, don't you think? Yeah, what she said. Hey, it's a pretty good offer. You only need to pitch in a little with jobs they give you, and you can do whatever else you want. You can even turn down the jobs you don't want to do. You can spend as much money as you want to. I go to the arcade and eat steak every day. Steak every day? Wouldn't you get tired of steak
Oh
every day
my
if you ate
god.
it? Oh, I'd want a daily parfait if I could get it. I'd never get tired of parfaits either, even if I had one every single day. Ooh, I'd go with sushi, yeah. I could never get tired of sushi. I'd never get tired of Chinese food, even if I ate it for every meal. The food is not the point, you idiots! Why are you little kids?
Shows up to a high school. To be fair, she is 22, but it
Yeah,
shows up
but
to a high school. Why are you little kids? Like,
it's so funny, dude.
oh my god.
I didn't take this job to chit chat about infantile crap. Denji, you should understand. I should? I spent my entire life being used like a tool by worthless bastards. I heard it was the same for you. Uh, see, that look says bingo. Am I right? Bingo.
Sorry. I just see this panel as him burping now. That's canon. Like,
Uh, see, that look right there says bingo. Bingo. I'm not about to worship you, but I am grateful to you with every passing day. In the Chainsaw Man Church, I am truly free. I realize something. My body, my brain, I ought to use them for myself. Join me in the Chainsaw Man Church. I'll protect you from public safety and that sushi woman. Huh? You transferred schools to give Senpai a recruitment pitch? Way. Sugo, are you sure you're not being taken advantage of again? Huh? I'm not. I'm I I'm a free I'm doing this of my own free will. Chainsaw Man of all people being a chair. It doesn't sit right with me. Denji looks on
I see what he
confused at
did
the
there.
ground and he
It
said
doesn't sit right with him.
that
Do you get it? Do you get it, Cody? Because he's the chair.
I get it.
And it's sit. It's what you do in a chair.
This is what I do. This is what I do. This is what
Yeah.
I do. I sit
That's
on.
what you're currently doing in a chair, even. Did you even think about that? There's layers.
Have we ever sat in a chair? You should capitalize on sitting down.
Oh,
Butt feels good. Chairs are like
butts.
butts feel good.
Butts feel good, yeah. Which is
Chairs
based.
chairs
He's so
are
brave.
like content in their own way, you know. Maybe I can't eat steak every day, but I do eat pot stickers and ice cream and other tasty foods. I'm happy with my normal life. Plus, a normal life was my dream. I'm not joining the Chainsaw Man Church. Forget it! Let's get one thing straight. I didn't transfer out here just to recruit you. I wanted to be your friend, Denji, because you're the one who killed Makima and the one who freed me. And he opens the door. Too bad. If you came with me, you could sleep with all the women you want to. Ah! And the door slams. As he makes his
I
way
can't.
down the stairs, he notices Denji already waiting at the bottom of the stairs. What the? Did you teleport? I've given what you've said a lot of thought about whether I've seen.
This is so stupid. Oh my god.
About whether I've been someone else's tool, I mean. You're damn right I was a tool. Chainsawman Church, sign me up. Chapter 140. Hey, where are all those all you can sleep with girls? Take it easy, we'll get to that. Short stuff's gonna get you through the tour first. We get to see short stuff. I'll be your guide. Nobana, Nobana Higashima. Higashiyama. Dude, it's almost all students. Good eye. You see, the Chainsaw Man Church is actually ran by a body of students rather than adults. The adults' mental faculties are diminished because of an American ultraviolet wave. Oh my god. The adults' mental facilities are diminished because of an American ultraviolet ray weapon in Japan's air. Take note of that. There's an ultraviolet ray.
What the fuck, dude?
That's
Is this
why
real? I literally can't right now. What?
That's why us students are forming the Chainsaw Man Church together. America's the freaking worst. What? Are you for real? It's for real. Chainsaw Man's devil powers give him supervision. That's how we discovered it. They're really, for real, dangerous. America and adults both. Hey, what's with that room? Oh, that's the Chainsaw Man Wedding Chapel. Chainsaw Man Wedding Chapel! And we see, like, the shirtless Denji, like, art as, like, the giant statue, almost in, like, a Jesus way. It's so funny.
This is crazy. And, like, the pews have, like, Chainsaw Man
Yep.
armrests and shit. Like,
yeah. They're all chainsaw.
This is... I don't like this. This is creepy as hell. This is a cult. This is literally just a cult.
One Piece is a cult.
Crocs is a cult.
Rox is the goat.
You're in a cult, Cody. That's what that tells me.
That's right. In the next room over, Denji, you're gonna have sex with a girl. Oh, I will? Yeah, and then you'll marry her in the chapel, and after that, you'll join the Chainsaw Man Church. Say what? I'm not gonna marry her. What the hell are you talking about? He's like, hell yeah, I'll have sex with her. Fuck no, I'm not marrying her. Huh? Wait, what? It gotta be a good guy. In the Chainsaw Man Church, we encourage student marriages and, right. In the current system of getting married after you become an adult, the current system of getting married after you become an adult was brought over from America. Chainsaw Man saw it for what it really was, a system for controlling Japanese people as slaves. Marrying as students and then raising the resulting children in the Chainsaw Man Church is the most natural marriage system. For real, America's the freaking worst.
What is happening?
You lying sacks of crap. I want to have sex, but I don't want to get married. Huh? Why the hell not? I never found no American ultraviolet whatever either. Huh? For real? You didn't? Of course not. Well, I mean, yeah, maybe we lie, Make and embellish things a little. But it's true the Chainsaw Man Church has saved a bunch of people. Is it okay to make up crap and force kids to get married, though? You're a kid too, though, you piece of trash. You came with me without a second thought. Without a second thought, I thought this through logically, and I'm being logical too, man. If we save 100 people, it's no big deal if one person gets screwed in the process, right? D- don't fight. I can't guide you like that. Hey, our next stop is a fun one. It's called the Chainsaw Man bathroom. No, that'll do, Nirvana. Go back to your usual duty. Yes, sir. And Nobana walks off. Hey, I brought him like you asked. So, talk some sense into this idiot for me, will you? This is my voice. Hey there. Long time no see, or so I'm told. Since neither of us remember each other, put her there. I'm Barham. As Barham reaches his hands down to go shake Denji's, he turns them into a pair of scissors and then sticks his 2 fingers up Denji's nose. Ha 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 ha! What'd you do that for? I'll fuck you up, butt munch! Fine by me. If you did, Chainsaw Man might come and save me. I wonder why he hasn't been fighting devils as lately. It's quite the mystery. Hey, what do you think would bring Chainsaw Man back? Like I care. What are we to do? Would he come back if a big bad devil tore up Tokyo? Tokyo will be fine, even without Chainsaw Man. Plus, there's Asa. Oh, you know Asa! You are friends? Shut up. Well, I guess she's even been on TV lately. A cute, dumb girl is a good catch. Does that mean killing Asa Mataka will bring Chainsaw Man back? Denji looks on horrified, and the man turns his serious expression into a smirk of glee. What are you? Picture weighing on the following a pair of scales. On the right side, place a peaceful, wonderful, everyday life. Friends, family, your pet, cat, and dogs. On the left side, just one thing. The starter that transforms you into Chainsaw Man. Which side is heavier? Denji looks on, shocked. Let go! I'm out of this crazy place. We'll be seeing you, Chainsaw Man. Enjoy your normal life while you can. And we see cute little Pochita in a wedding dress. So yeah, that was crazy.
That's a literal cult. What the fuck, dude?
Using Denji's image and lying on his name so that they can manipulate children. Crazy.
Hate that.
Seriously,
Damn,
America's the
49
freaking
yen.
worst.
49 yen for curry buns is insanely low price. Can I say that?
Yeah, I think
Can we
you can.
talk about that?
What is it? 100 yen is $1, right?
No, it's like less than that, dude. Well, I mean, when did this chapter come out? Like a year ago, 2 years ago?
It would have
But the
been about
yen
2
is
years ago.
plummeted, bro.
I heard about that, yeah. Did you know we don't have pennies anymore?
Good. You know, they suck. So 49 yen, according to Google, it's like 30 cents.
Dude, I would stock up. That's a good deal.
That's crazy. That's insane.
Dude, those things are so good too. You ever had a curry bun? Peak. Not
Excuse me.
peak, but
Yeah.
like it's really good.
They can be. No, they can like be like super super. It just depends on like the curry on the inside.
So you see Denji and Nayuta living their normal life, grabbing curry buns, avoiding devils throughout their everyday life. And as he thinks about going to take on the devil, he lets the Devil Hunter Association take over, and he goes home to continue his normal life. He's eating curry buns, surrounded by the dogs, surrounded by Nayuta, watching TV, bathing, making sure that he's keeping the dogs clean, making sure that they're keeping their hygiene up, sleeping day in and day out, and he peers at the Chainsaw Man poster one night and he starts getting sad. Nayuta asks, can't sleep? Hey, Denji asks, what's gonna happen to me from here on out? After I graduate and get a job, will I be happier than I am now? Are you unhappy, Denji? I don't know. Nayuta reaches her arms out and says, Meow, you're hopeless, little Denji. I'll stay with you for the rest of your life. Then you'll be happy too, because I'm just that cute. Denji looks on surprised. The dogs surround Nayuta, and Denji surrounds her too, and ends up holding her throughout the night. Tomorrow, it's the Chainsaw Man's church's day of worship. The followers won't hunt any devils that appear, but the civilian and public okay, but the civilian and public safety devil hunters will come crawling out like cockroaches if we keep killing them. Chainsaw Man's sense of justice will brim over and he'll arrive to defeat the devils. I hope he comes. Hey, why go this far to draw Chainsaw Man out? Tell me too. Tomorrow we are weapons. Discard all other thoughts. I'm human. Let me think for myself. He's right. We're humans. We're also weapons and devils too. Do you know what these three things we have are in common? They're hard to spell. Wrong. Human, weapons, and devils. We're all born to kill. And that's why God will forgive us, no matter how many people we kill tomorrow. Chapter ends.
Crazy.
142. Denji Fan Club. We see an amusement park going on, and Denji has taken Nayuta to there, and his bodyguard is talking to him. So you didn't join the Chainsaw Man Church after all. Relax, I'm not turning into Chainsaw Man ever again. That's a shame. Turning into Chainsaw Man must have felt really good. All the recognition and respect, I imagine you get to experience the thrills us ordinary people can never get a taste of. It's not all rain, sunshine, and rainbows, you know. Yeah, no kidding. I'd rather die than get watched in the bathroom like Chainsaw Man. Uh, what? Say what? I'm being watched? Even in the bathroom? Oops, I wasn't supposed to tell you that. Pretend you never heard it. Are you for real? That's vile! I jerk off in there! Oh, geez, I've really done it now. I'm gonna get in trouble again. Seriously, you guys are the lowest of the low. I'm gonna get yelled at for sure. I feel low. Touching my wiener, watching me in the bathroom, you're a total slacker. Who wouldn't want to touch Chainsaw Man's wiener? I'm not a stalker. I'm your fan. Call me a fan.
This bitch is crazy.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Dude?
My fan? Not a chance. All the women who come on to me hate my guts. Well, sure. I do hate you a tiny bit too. Because Chainsaw Man didn't save my mom and dad. And Denji looks on shocked as the Ferris wheel goes on. There was a town. Chainsaw Man fought the gun fiend. I lived there with my family. We just sat down for dinner when our house was destroyed. When I managed to crawl out of the rubble, Chainsaw Man and the gun fiend were there, fighting right before my eyes. I shouted to Chainsaw Man. I begged him to rescue my mom and dad, but my voice got drowned out by the chainsaw sounds. Chainsaw Man didn't even notice me. Did your mom and dad survive? They died. But you don't need to worry about that. Reason being, I don't see Chainsaw Man as a superhero or a god or any of that. Denji then looks on. When Chainsaw Man turned back into a human that day, I was watching. You were crying, right? When I saw it, I realized for the first time that the one who's been fighting all this time, while devils kill him over and over again, was just a kid. That was the moment I made my mind up to save him. She looks on and smiles. I'm a huge fan, Denji Senpai. Not a Chainsaw Man fan, but a Denji Senpai fan. Denji's shocked and he says, that me! I'm a Chainsaw Man fan! And we see the Chainsaw Man church leader again come up to Denji at the amusement park. Public safety bodyguard is shocked to see him. Man, Japan's Public Safety Commission sure is impressive. It was no walk in the park making it here without getting spotted, let me tell you. What do you want? Check it out. Proof of my fandom. My Chainsaw Man lighter. Will you listen to my fan request? Personally, I want to see Chainsaw Man fighting. I want to see him carving up devils with his chainsaws, getting covered in gore, suffering and struggling and getting killed, and despite it all, returning to life and getting back up again. He takes another drag of his cigarette. Moments from now, there'll be a devil attack on this building's first floor. Just a hunch. And if I had to guess, the folks down there will be shouting, Save us, Chainsaw Man! On the next page, we get introduced to a stellar fucking drawing of a food court. And the two other weapons watching in horror.
Hold on. Which table are you sitting at?
Which
Pick one.
table? That that's such a crazy.
You see those old like Facebook ass fucking posts. So it's like you gotta pick a table. Like,
yeah, I'm getting the beef udon. That's where I'm going. Chapter 143. Rawr, XD. Listen up, children. Our orders are to make sure the humans scream as loudly as possible as we kill them. We'll target women and children. Higher voices, better screams. My suggestion? Go for the limbs. That makes sense. Of loss immediately visible. The limbs? Did you just call me a child? This year, I'll be 82. Show me some respect. An old hag? I'm no old hag. Far from it. I'm eternally young and tough as nails. I'll never die. I'm a superior human specimen. I believe I was chosen by God. Fair enough. That would make our immense murder spree a message from God. I like the way you think. Sounds like a true believer. Let's wrap up the cigarettes. The operation begins at 5 on the dot. You are the only one smoking. As we watch the clock begin to start to hit 5, a child falls in front of the sword man. And he starts crying. This is a message from God. Yeah, a message from God. I am a weapon. I am only loaning out my body for a little bit, that's all. And as he gets his arm ready, we see the other weapons start to prepare themselves as well as the clock hits 5. And as it does, we see a familiar face slice all 3 of the weapons before they're able to activate their powers. You might recognize her as a Dasvadanya.
there's no way.
But on the next page, as the head falls to the ground, we realize she's even made several other cuts through the other ones' hands, arms, and legs. And it doesn't matter because the other person who has sliced them up. Why you? Oh no, Sword Devil transforms fully into the Sword Man. He says why you, and on the next page we get the reveal that it is Kiwana? I always forget how to say her name, but it's a super hot Russian lady from see Chainsaw Man Part 1. Also on her reveal, she speed blitzes Sword Man and completely slices off his 2 arms and his head. All while the gong is still going bing bong for 5 o'clock happening. Insane speed feat. Um oh my god. The kid who fell down and was crying looks up in horror at what's happening. And she looks on and says, Rar. Ah! The kid runs up screaming. Oh.
Dude.
She grabs her walkie talkie out and says, Got him. Target suspension confirmed. Prepare to send in Special Division 7. 20 minutes after the media coverage. This just in. Multiple gunmen opened fire inside a department store today. Their shooters were Chainsaw Man Church followers. The death toll is unconfirmed at this time. However, the police and National Devil Extermination Public Safety Commission have announced their plans to take swift action in response to the emerging possibility of the Chainsaw Man Church terrorist activities. They'll search the building. We see the Chainsaw Man Church, and on the inside, one of the leaders, assume, is talking to himself. They'll search the building, and if they find the weapons in the basement, we could be charged with treason. What weapons? No one ever told me we had any weapons. What the hell's going on? Gather all combat trained followers outside this prayer room. Explain what's going on here. I don't know a thing. Never heard a word about it. And neither did you, right, founder? To be continued. Holy smoke.
Bruh.
Dude, we just crushed a volume right there.
I gotta feed my dog real quick.
You're good. You're good.
She being annoying. She being cute. She being annoying.
I get that. Pat be like that sometimes. Coaxing.
Go eat your food. Leave me alone.
So yeah,
I got water too.
Coaxing is back. How are you feeling?
The second you said Russian, I was just like, is Reze? Like,
oh man, no. Dang. I really like
so
I like her.
I just remember all the fan theories about like her coming back, and I was like, wait, no way. Ain't no way. Wait.
I do like that they did bring I love this. Oh, it's Chinese. I'm stupid. Hey man, it's recorded and out there. But yeah, Quanxi is a return, freaking absolutely sick. I remember straight up dead ass forgetting. I was like, who? And I had to have my buddy Ken like remind me from Chainsaw Man 1 and be like, no, you're underselling what she did. And I'm like, I don't think so. But yeah, pretty sick reveal, right?
It was interesting because like a lot of bad shit was about to happen, and I just did not. I'm like, this is too much. This is crazy.
Chapter 144. Guns, nails, katana. We had this many guns? These guns are
Also,
yeah.
if you want to know how to pronounce her name, it's like Quan Chi.
Quan Chi. Quang.
Quan
I'm
Chi.
pronouncing it like Kowaxi from fucking Pokemon.
It's the Z is like a sh, so it's like Quan
Oh,
Chi.
Quan Chi. I see.
Quan Shi
Quan
or
Chi.
she or shi.
Quan Chi. Quan Chi. I can't. Quan Chi. Why do I keep putting E at the end of it?
Just do she. She works. Quan Chi.
Quan Chi.
Quan
But
Chi.
we could see.
Like crunchy.
Oh yeah, it's kind of crazy that they have all these guns. Especially after
It
the Gun
is.
Devil
Yeah.
and like Chainsaw Man being the one who fought and destroyed the Gun Devil. It's really weird. These guns are weapons of light bestowed upon us by Chainsaw Man. With his light, we will drive away the darkness within the government. It is Chainsaw Man's will. Chainsaw Man rules. Chainsaw Man rules. O'Doyle rules.
Oh my god.
Send in one Special Division 7 agent through the front, one agent through the back. And so they send in one agent through the front. The front smashes through the window. Take aim! Oh my goodness, what is this? They're only almost Muppets. Kids shouldn't play with guns. Fire! And the hybrid human between the Nail Devil jumps over all of the gunfire assaulting him. Whoa there! And he starts fucking laying these kids out like it's nothing, nailing them to the wall with restraining them without killing them. The precious hands of innocent children are meant for studying. And he keeps restraining all of the kids. And on this like sick ass fucking pose, he's like, "Don't put guns into them." And we see he actually ends up restraining all of the kids and like disarming every single one of them. Eep! Can you make me a promise, dear? From now on, use those precious hands to hold mechanical pencils, not guns. Alright? Yeah. Yeah, sure. Huh? Speak politely, will ya? And he fucking kills the kid outright, slamming his head clean off with a hammer. Damn public safety dogs. The devil exterminators sell their souls to devils. I'm not like them. I'll become a devil myself. Fight the evil with evil, and devils with devils. I am justice incarnate. The third time.
This is crazy.
I also love that they're wearing heels now. Like,
that is, I mean, they're not wearing heels. That's their skin.
It's like those. It's like those freaks from Boruto.
Oh my god, dude! Freaks is crazy.
Good grief! The arrogance of these humans. Now face the justice of the Chainsaw Man Church. Justice? And on the next page, we get a double page spread of Katana Man's return. There's no such thing as justice with Chainsaw Man. And we see he sliced the fucking Justice Devil in pieces like it's nothing. Even though we know it's nothing because it's justice. Asa took it out. Come on now. Apparently not, though. Came back. Oh, love this panel. So that's where that chapter ends. Katana Man's returned, and we get a new incarnation of the Nail Devil. Pretty sick, right?
Yeah, this is a lot happening. Like a lot.
I 07's to Aki, but this dude was kind of funny. Because you think he's altruistic and everything, and then immediately when the kid doesn't speak to him politely, he's like, "Nah, fuck this kid, you're dead." Like, it's It's crazy. Oh, chapter 145. Kumbaya, kumbaya, my lord. All Chainsaw Man Church affiliated facilities in Tokyo, Kanagawa, Fukuoka, and Osaka are now under our control. We seize their secret caches of heaven weaponry. What about the miners with illegal contracts? We're interning them in Devil Control Center. Call in the parents and establish a victims group. Bring in the media too. Get those faces crying on camera. I'm also authorizing the capture of the War Devil, aka Asamataka. Can't leave the church's poster girl out in the wild. And here I was hoping she'd do us a favor and turn Chainsaw Man into a weapon. Sir, the devil named consultant wished to speak with you. It says it's urgent. Understood. What do you suppose the Chainsaw Man Church wanted in the end? Play Chainsaw Man, probably. Chainsaw Man Church Second in Command, Barham Bridge. You're under arrest on charges of trafficking and furnishing devil contracts to minors. Why don't you work for public safety next? Bo and Katana are already with us. Could you give me a minute? It's sunset, the most beautiful time of the day. Upon analysis, we've identified this devil, believed to have been defeated by Chainsaw Man the other day, as Justice Devil. Any chance it's the Fairness or Equity Devil? Nope, none. Its name is Justice. I'd like to stake my life on it, which begs the question. Even after this devil's death, the Chainsaw Man Church followers could use the power attributed to the Justice Devil. Is that correct? According to the reports, yes. Division 4 killed a follower who used it. In that case, it's looking like the devil they made contracts with was never the Justice Devil. We're broadcasting to you live from the Chainsaw Man Church's Okinawa chapter. Take a look, folks. Followers who have illegally contracted with the Justice Devils are fighting devil hunters right before our very eyes. The Chainsaw Man Church is doing what? Ding dong. Even fucking Yoru's face, too. War Devil, get on the ground with your hands behind your head. I came up with a plan in case enemies ever got my address and attacked us at home. This apartment's belonged to me. I'm about to turn room 606 into a weapon. I need you to control my body afterwards. Yoru looks on shocked after being disclosed this information. You've become pretty wild compared to when we first met. Yeah, and whose fault is that? Get ready! Room 606 sword! And she turns into a sword, and as she does, we see the one who went to go stop her is Himifuda Yoshida. Kumbaya, my lord. Bridge starts singing. Kumbaya, my lord. As he starts singing, time to go home, Nayuta. I'll drop you off there. I'm starving. He keeps singing Kumbaya as the sunset goes down. And we see Asa has lost one of her arms to Yoshida. That's right.
This is
yeah.
crazy. Wow.
Chapter 146. Splatter. Thud. Asa sees her arm drop in front of her. Sorry to do this after you followed my advice. He brings the katana above her head.
Wait. Hold on. Before
Yeah.
I scroll any further and you read any further, that's her arm, right?
That is her arm. Yes, that's Asa's arm.
So it's owned by her, right?
That is correct, yes.
So she could make a weapon out of it, right?
Yep, and the more attached you are to it.
This is crazy. That's like the only thing I'm thinking right now. All right, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
The
Pop
Justice
off.
Devil grants contractors the power to transform into the form they desire. That's how we explained it to them. Aside from the devil's name, it's no lie. Fammy has some handy pawns. We contracted followers galore with an extraordinary devil. And the devil I contracted to them was fire. And we start
Oh,
seeing, yeah, uh, one of the followers starts having a bit of blood drop from his forehead. And as blood starts dropping from more and more of the followers' foreheads, chainsaws start ripping out from their foreheads violently. I mean, like, it's not like how Denji has like the helmet and everything. This is literally just like a chainsaw.
no, they're screaming. Like these
Yeah,
people are in
in
pain.
pain.
Yeah.
Yes. And it's happening all over the world, in homes, when they're watching TV, random people at the park just doing their normal everyday lives, and everyone at the Chainsaw Man church, back where Katana and Nail Devil had assumedly saved the kids, they have all now transformed into hybrid Chainsaw Man prototypes. They all scream Chainsaw Man as they go to assault Katana Devil. And Bridge monologues. The Fire Devil has another power. The more contractors, the stronger their power, although most of them lose control of themselves. And we see chaos is breaking out throughout the streets as people who are infected with this Chainsaw Man disease, it seems, are just killing random bystanders on sight. It is a grotesque because people literally have lost limbs. This one dude is literally like severed in half. Um, until now, they all took gruesome forms, but they're closer to Chainsaw Man now, don't you think? And so now we see the goal of the Chainsaw Man Church has been realized, and they have a bunch of fucking pawns that are prototype Chainsaw Man. But why only now? At 5 o'clock today, large scale mass weddings were held at the Chainsaw Man Church's Chinese and Canadian chapters. We set it up so that they'd enter contracts simultaneously with the marriage. If all went as planned, we estimated over 350,000 humans with Fire Devil contracts worldwide. No, humans is inaccurate. They're all devils now. Boom. An explosion goes off on a fucking hyper realistically drawn fucking building. That shit looks like it was just like photoshopped in almost. How
Yeah,
does
that is actually crazy.
Fujimoto? Bridge keeps going off as calamities are taking over the streets. In half a year, the great king of terror will descend. Fami and I will aim to kill the king, thereby saving the human race. Great king of terror? You believe that stupid crap? It isn't stupid crap. Fami and I, we can tell because we're sisters. The great king of terror is probably coming for real. We know it because she's our eldest sister, the Death Devil. And we see the building going up in flames, even more fucking drawn. The super duper strongest devil with the name feared most of all. And on the next page, I see now. I know what Fami's trying to do. Her plan to kill the Death Devil. And on the next page we see a public devil hunter trying to stop these Chainsaw Man cult. She's going to try to make everyone terrified of Chainsaw Man in war to get them both super duper duper strong. So we see a bunch
That's
of
a
dead Chainsaw Man
crazy
people.
plot.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, I wow.
What up, Shady? We are on chapter 146.
147 now, pretty much. But
147, yeah.
holy man.
Yeah, that it's kind of crazy. This is kind of gas. Yeah, it's really picking up. I I forgot how much I love. It's kind of a mind fucky, but like having the chapters back to back to back like this on a reread like this is so good. Like, you know,
Yeah, that's why I was like, when I first got into part two, I only got as far as I did, and then I was like, I'm gonna let this build up because I feel like on a weekly experience, I'm just not enjoying at least the setup parts that there were. But I feel like waiting off of all these cliffhangers and whatnot would have been like a whole different battle, you know?
yeah, especially because I think
Because
this
now
is
that it's gas.
bi-weekly. Like, this is so good. All right. Bridge claps his hands together and says, Bingo! Leave it to the former Makima to figure that out. So, you see, Chainsaw Man, we can't afford to have you chicken out. We need you to go wild like you used to. Chainsaw Man has spoken to me with a revelation. That little girl is a witch who will one day plunge the world into darkness. Say what? Kill her. And he orders the Chainsaw Man Church to kill Nayuta. And as all of these
Oh
praised
my.
members make their way to them, the motherfucking goat steps in, and on the next page, Quan Shi makes her reappearance and saves the fucking day. Ooh, you save Nayuta, you're the goat. That Quan Ji senpai, yeah, whoa! And she picks up all three of them and starts running with them. She literally jumps from the park to the middle of a fucking street and then jumps again. But as she goes to try to land, her legs break on landing. But because she's a hybrid, she's able to heal it immediately. Also, why is she biting down here? Is she biting on her subordinate? Yeah, she's biting her midriff. What the hell?
What the hell?
But yeah. Oh, because she needed blood to repair her legs like Denji does.
Yeah. That
Big
makes
brain.
sense.
That's why she gulps right there. She gulps, swallows that, gets her legs back. Everyone else tries to get at them. And as they go to assault them, she cuts literally all of them into pieces.
Dude. You know how people are always talking about like, oh, which anime world would you go to live in? And everyone's
Not
like,
this one.
Pokemon. And yeah, I would fucking hate to be this is insane. This might as well just be the
Dog, I'm not
apocalypse.
immune to
Like there's literally the
propaganda.
four horsemen. No, there's literally the four horsemen type shit showing up. You know what I mean? Like
Nah,
this
man,
is
it's like
crazy.
if you fall for the Chainsaw Man church, you're gonna be turned into a fucking nah, man. Fuck this.
You'd be there day one, Cody.
I'm punished. I'm punished for liking things. Crazy. Can't
That's
exist in
so
this world.
funny.
Oh my gosh, I love this. As all the body parts are falling around her, on the next page, Bridge says, Sheesh! She's like a manga character come to life.
Wild.
What the hell?
It's so meta.
I we see the rest of the public safety is slowly getting overwhelmed, and there's just a huge amount of people dead from all of this transformation happening. This is a mass devil outbreak. Those who have taken the devil extermination exam, please assist with suppression efforts. Is burning the bodies really necessary? As long as they have the blood of the pseudo chainsaw man. As long as they have blood, the pseudo chainsaw man can revive with one pull of the starter on their chest. This is the simplest way to get rid of them. I know him. He's a chainsaw man wannabe. Excuse me. He's a wannabe chainsaw man. Hey, what's going on? I'm not one of them. You don't fool me. You could turn at any moment. I know one when I see one. The disrespectful kids like you all turn into pseudo chainsaw man. I saw it again and again. What the hell? Wait, we're public safety devil hunters. Look, I have proof. We saw a safety agent turn into one of them too. Sorry, kid. Show us your chest for our peace of mind. We don't have time for
Hey,
this
yo.
because they want to see the starter. Because
Yeah, I know.
but yeah, show us
It's
your
just
chest is
crazy.
crazy.
It's crazy. At gunpoint is crazy.
Show me your chest right now.
Jesus.
Guan Ji tells them, run. And as she says it, he says, hey, wait. As the bullet fires, she puts her arm out and takes the bullet head on. Run. The bodyguard looks super sad to listen to the order and keeps running away. Meanwhile, because we definitely didn't forget this was happening.
Oh, yeah. Dude,
Asa lost her fucking arm.
I'm saying she's got to turn that shit into a weapon. That thing would be strong as hell.
Oh my god. Yoshida looks on, and Asa literally stopped the sword with one hand. Ow! Octopus! Room 606 sword! As he goes to use the octopus devil to try to kill her, the whole entire room turns into a sword. And we see it. It kind of looks like the Moonlight Greatsword as she like rips her way out of the fucking. It's just like Dark Souls. It's
like Dark Souls.
Dude, but it does look kind of cool. I really like the fan propeller and like the different like piping and it. I like it. I like the sword. We turned it into a weapon without even touching it? You're incredible! Our power is increasing. Yoshida looks on, scared at the monster before him. They meet each other, swords raised, and an explosion happens behind him. Ugh! This might take some adjusting. The cowardly octopus has already fled as she accidentally. That's such a flex that, like, when she went to go make the first move, her power had increased so much, she flung into the building behind him before he could even react.
This is insane.
Yeah.
This shit look like fucking the Soul Edge, like that Nightmare wields in Soul Calibur. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
And as Yoru makes her way down from the apartment, she looks on, surprised, and then laughs and says, "The world remembers me at long last." As Japan is literally torn asunder through flame and death. 149, Devil's Choice. I foretold this. I warned you that mankind and devils would go to war. The disaster is divine retribution for ignoring the prophecy. Join me in obeying the voice of God, and together we will burn away the Chainsaw Man armies to ashes. Burn the Chainsaw Man! Burn the Chainsaw Man! Oh boy. While we've been outrunning, the outbreak escalated into something of an apocalypse movie. Out of an apocalypse movie. Hey, this is an emergency, right? If push comes to shove, I'll post out the chainsaws. Don't be ridiculous. This is the worst time to turn into Chainsaw Man. If people see you transform, they'll burn you to a crisp. Don't worry, I'll protect you two. We don't need your protection. I'm stronger than you. I'll kill anything that attacks us. And if humans attack us, could you kill them too? No, duh. Humans are weak sauce compared to devils. What have you been teaching her? Whatever's on educational TV. I'm worried about the apartment. The pets are
She's
hungry.
an iPad kid.
Dude,
I'm sorry.
It's fine. You're right. But I gotta a big stretch. It also
Big stretch.
I like that both of them worry about the animals. As a pet owner, that just like speaks to the character for me, like in spades. Come on, We obviously can't do that. I guarantee you those church freaks have staked out your apartment. The pets are totally waiting to be fed. Let's hurry. I can't let you go home. We'll shelter you two at a public safety facility. Rattle. Whoa! But the chain goes through the window into an old woman, and the old woman restrains the bodyguard. Take this! Tickle attack! Yeah! And the old woman lets go of Fumiko. Fumiko, like, literally gets told by Denji to run. We can manage on our own. If you stick around, she'll kill you for sure. Fumiko runs away, and Nayuta says, "Okay, let's head on now. Let's head on home now." Nayuta, you really just tried to kill her just now, didn't you? It's fine for devils to kill living things of any kind. Fish swim, trees photosynthesize, it's the same thing. You must feel it instinctually too. Hurting people is what makes you feel alive, doesn't it? Denji looks on in horror at Nayuta. Denji, want to join the devil's side with me? You can't be serious. I gave it a lot of thought before I fell asleep. Human culture is fun and all, but isn't it suffocating? If we ruled over people as devils, we could pig out on our favorite foods whenever we want. We could even own cats of every breed, or even 100 dogs. But what about your friends at school? Honestly, who cares if they die? You don't care either, right? I'm all you need. Uh,
Damn.
But immediately, Denji falters, and Nayuta clocks it and says, "You just remembered Asa Mitaka, didn't you? Why is that loser important to you? You risked your life to protect her the other day, too. I don't get it." Denji, unable to explain, just blurts it out and says, "Because we kissed." That's it? I've kissed a bunch of times up until now, and it always went horribly wrong. That kiss with Asa was the one time I didn't get hurt. Do you like
Damn.
her? And as Nayuta asks Denji the question, he actually asks himself the question. And he's like, "This much. What about me?" And then he goes, "This much." And Nayuta smiles, hugs him fully, and says, "Fine, I won't kill humans. Now let's hurry home. Mush!" Uh,
This could have been a disaster of an
oh,
interaction.
yeah, this
And this is
literally.
like the worst fucking person to try to be navigating these types of delicate social situations. Holy shit.
And yet, he did.
I also loved what like the one of the panels like a couple pages back, the way the alleyway was drawn around him, it just reminded me of like the way that like the door was drawn back in
Mhm.
part 1 and stuff like that is really like sketchy, and like the I don't know, like the stippling and like cross hatching just like looked like really different than like some of the hyper real detail or like the goofy or gory bits. It was like it felt like just something like completely different, you know.
Yeah. Fujimoto's art really did evolve into something. It's not that I don't like it, but it's like a blend between where we do gag manga and hyper realism, and real, there's no baseline. It's just one or the other, and it's fine. I just
Sometimes both.
like on chapter 150, we see like the alleyway is absolutely like fucking 1 to 1 with what could be an actual alleyway in Japan. And like even the streets and everything, like the cars are super hyper detailed, the beer bottles, the plant knocked over and having the dirt like dispersed out on the ground behind his foot. It's crazy. But we see Nayuta and Denji making their way home. There are people going to work despite the disaster. It's surprisingly an ordinary day. Uh, I might have to go to school tomorrow too. And then Denji thinks back to his ordinary life. He says, "Oh yeah, gotta get back to the apartment, back to my ordinary life. I'm living the life I'd always dreamed of. I don't need to be Chainsaw Man anymore. Hear that, Pochita? Because I'm super happy right now." And Denji steps on a crow. And as he steps on a crow, he looks back. And then he sees Pochita running around, rolling around, and standing up. And he's a little Denji again. Pochita says, "Ugh, our dream came true." I know, right? Okay, Denji. What will you dream of next? Next? Do you want a lot of girlfriends? Or maybe money? Next, I want to be Chainsaw Man. And on the double page spread, a fire has consumed Denji and Nayuta's apartment, and Nayuta screams for the animals inside. Denji and Nayuta look on in horror, sweat taking over their faces. Nayuta, the pets, Denji doesn't even wait. He takes a step forward, trying to get closer, seeing if he can save anything. Nayuta screams out, but he's tripped before he can even make his way to the apartment. He falls face first, and who trips him other than Bridge? "If you're gonna burn someone, it's gotta be family. I figured killing Asa Mitaka wouldn't fire you up that much. You barely know her after all. Plus, cats and dogs seem more flammable, you know." Genji literally hears the roar of the fire behind him. He clutches his chest with everything he has, and all he hears is bang, 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 brum, brum, brum. "Aim for his head, his hands, his devil transformation trigger is a molar!" Bam, 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 bam. And someone sneaks up behind the devil hunters, though, and slices one of them in half and hits the other one. Thank you, dogs.
I hate it here. I hate Fujimoto.
Fujimoto and Araki when it comes to having happy dogs. Oh,
This shit sucks.
yeah. Chapter 151. We see Fumiko fall to the ground after being hit by a hybrid devil, it seems. Denji screams out for her, and it seems that she's taken hostage. But you guys were. I guess even the great public safety is in a great state of chaos right now, because the idiots let us escape. You monsters! Don't misunderstand, Denji. Yes, we set your home on fire, but only because it's the key to saving the world. Say what? Every part of our rampage, every part of our rampage of terror is connected to stopping Nostradamus' prophecy. Are you insane? Are you angry? Then unleash that anger. Doing so will save the world, dude. Yeah, ha, ha. He seriously believes that crap. Oh, that hurts. You piece of crap. Nayuta takes her chains out and throws them into Bridge's head. Drop dead right now. Bite off your tongue and die. Nayuta. And Bridge grabs Nayuta by the throat and starts choking her. Denji calls out, "Nayuta, move," and she dies. Looks like you can't take control of us. Is it because my body is still under Miss Makima's rule, or because my heart belongs to another even now? If Miss Makima were alive and she could use Chainsaw Man's powers, she could have defeated the Death Devil. A controlled, peaceful world was supposed to arrive. But you, Chainsaw Man, even though you destroyed our promise of peace, you've been lapping up the peace the public safety provided you. These flames are your punishment. Nayuta lifts a finger up, throws another chain through a public safety defender's head, and uses him to shoot a bullet into Bridges' head. Nayuta screams out, Denji! Denji looks on in horror as he sees everyone else watching him. He grips his chest, getting ready, and he sees Pochita in front of the fire. He gives a peace sign before heading out into the alley, and as he pulls his cord, Denji starts spitting up blood. And he starts transforming. And then he gets asked, why are you laughing? Chapter 152 Massage. Chainsaw Man has reappeared, and the public is worried. It's another Chainsaw Man wannabe! Ah! Yeah, in my neighborhood! Come quick! Yeah! They throw Fumiko to the ground, and the other devils are started to turn into their hybrid form. Chainsaws are a bad idea right now. Let's run for it. Nayuta, get out of my way. Nayuta, shocked to hear this, steps back from Denji to one of her neighbors. I'm the worst, aren't I, Pochita? They burned down my home with my pets inside. And I feel like $1,000,000. Thanks to you guys, I get to be Chainsaw Man. This is like one of the sickest fucking like single page spreads of Chainsaw Man I think we get throughout the entire series. I really like this shot. Like the over the fucking shoulder looking down the other two hybrids. Peak. Makima did nothing wrong? Hold on.
Dude, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna throw a snowball at you.
Bruh.
Bruh. Bruh.
Bruh.
In my 110-degree weather. We see Chainsaw Man finally starting his assault on Swordman, and I don't know who this other wielder is supposed to be. I don't think we've gotten it yet. But
It was in the it was nail, sword, and something else. What was the third one?
well, that was
that
Guns,
is.
Nail, and Katana. But Nail Devil was one of the public safety that showed up and saved those
Oh
kids.
yeah, you're right.
So I don't think we have this other hybrid. We have Swordman. We have one of the weirdos who escaped from jail. Bridge,
We
who
know she's
activates the
old.
molar.
This is the old one, right?
Yeah.
This is like the 80-something-year-old lady or something who
She's
looks like
eternally
she's
youthful.
a teenager. Yeah.
So the battle begins, and both of these hybrids start assaulting Chainsaw Man, but the third one makes its way behind him and jabs a fucking spear through his chest all the way to the ground. Come on, Chainsaw Man! You can do better than that! Give us a real scare! Splat, splat. Huh? And he literally slices through his body so that he can turn around and cut him in half. That's crazy. And then Denji continues to eat the man, and he says, "Thank you for the food." And he continues to keep eating him. Spit him out! And it doesn't matter. Denji has already gotten to the 80-year-old woman, take her to the ground, and now he's started to flay her up. Oh, are you saying I ought to cook my food first? Sugo, help! Ah! And he starts getting scared. and they both simultaneously run their weapons through each other's guts. Nayuta screams out for Denji, and he says the thing about massages is too much force and they hurt. But there's a sweet spot where the pain turns to pleasure. What's that have to do with anything? Let's get out of here anyway. You know, Nayuta, maybe you shouldn't be around me anymore. Because for me, this is where it hurts just right, and damn do I feel good! And Denji starts laughing maniacally. Chapter 153, Chainsawman Hunters. As he's cut the three other hybrid forms around him, Denji says, "Say what? It's over already? Hey guys, did you see that? I beat all the big bad devils." Damn, that hurts. Ouch. Ow! Oh. You don't want to be with me? Stomp, stomp, stomp. And all of these people start stabbing at Denji. Attention citizens, this is a mass chainsaw head devil outbreak. Please evacuate the area and take shelters indoors. Aha, can I evacuate too? Hey, he's talking. I hear some of them can talk. They throw a net over Denji and keep him restrained. That chainsaw man's safe. He's not our enemy. Or he was fighting the other devils and eating them too, but whether he's friend or foe, I can't say. For real, I'm on Team Humans, dude. Yeah! Your friends ate my grandpa, you bastard. Ow, that hurts. Light him up. Light the fire! Light the fire! Lighter, lighter, somebody bring me a lighter. Stop! That's the real Chainsaw Man! All the more reason to kill him. My wife might turn human again. How? What are you talking about? A chainsaw sprouted from my wife's head. She turned into a devil. Killing Chainsaw Man could get rid of the chainsaws on everyone's head. There's no way that'd work. Get off me, brat. Ow! Nayuta! And as Nayuta is thrown to the ground, Denji attacks that human and cuts him. See, he attacked a human. He's dangerous. Lighter, lighter. Damn it! And as he chops the humans out, keep stabbing. Don't stop. Lighter. Does anyone have a damn lighter? If you need a lighter, there's a big one burning down my apartment. Come with Auntie, sweetie. It's dangerous out here. Let go. Chainsaw Man's my family. That thing's not your family anymore. As we see Denji laughing and going manic at being stabbed for being Chainsaw Man. Nayuta looks scared, but she just sees Denji taking the brunt of the beating for her. And as it happens, we see the old lady stop and, controlled by Nayuta, telling Chainsaw Man to run. To be continued. I think that is a good place to stop. Because that is 2 volumes.
Trying to stop?
Do you if you want to keep going, I think we could knock another volume out. We are really early.
I mean, it's like hella early. Yeah, that's why I was like, I mean, if you want to, we could stop.
Nah, man,
I'm locked in.
No, this is good. Good. We got.
I carved out my whole night. I got time, bro.
We got the goat on the cover. Nayuta posing it up. Oh yeah. We've opened back up with the old lady punching the dude in the face and breaking Denji free. Y'all are in for. Part 2 really starts from here. That's Shady spitting right now. He's spitting something. We see Nayuta infect a bunch of the people with chains in the back of their heads and starts turning them against each other. Send backup! Yeah, to the house fire by West High. Something strange is going on. Help me, will you? I can only send out 3 chains at once. This is hopeless. I'm out of here. What? Help us! I thought you were a Chainsaw Man fan. I'm a public servant first and a fan second. Risking my life to save him falls outside of the scope of my job. Even Chainsaw Man would be in trouble if his heart got snatched, so do your best to protect him by yourself, Nayuta. You got this. But please help us. Our family just died in a fire. Don't you feel bad for us? Family? Weren't they only pets? Nayuta looks on shocked, and Fumiko disappears into the crowd. That diarrhea woman!
That's a crazy insult.
That's why she's the goat. They're subdued. We've subdued them all. Somebody call the cops. We can't. The lines are tied up. Everybody listen up. This is a devil's power for sure. There's a devil nearby. And we see Bridge in a bloody mess point at Nayuta. Over here! This brat is the devil! She did this to me! Kill her, please! But that's a kid. Get off! I'm in my right mind! I'm not in danger anymore! That girl called Chainsaw Man her family! You old brat. For real? She's Chainsaw Man's family? Hmm. Oh man. Then she's dangerous, but she's just a kid. I heard that kids who are Chainsaw Man believers are sprouting Chainsaw Man or chainsaws from their heads and killing their parents like crazy. Who told you that? Huh? I don't remember. And the man picks up Denji and runs away. They're getting away. Nayuta, and you thought you didn't need me. Big mistake, right? We see Nayuta all alone against the onlookers. Finally alone, which means there's no one to get mad at me. I can kill all the humans I want now. I thought I'd get a battle high like Denji does, but video games are more fun than killing. I could never be Chainsaw Man. Ow! Get him! Urgh. As they go to try to stab at Nayuta, she kicks one of them in the crotch and it barely scrapes her collarbone. She says, Stop! I'm just a kid! Click. And a gun is pointed at her. Stop it! She's just a kid! But somebody died under that brat's control. Let's take a moment and calm down. It's barely been a day and everyone's acting crazy. Try to come back to your senses from a second. Bridge smiles and says, Too bad. Looks like this thing's out of bullets. And he points it to his head and then screams, Help me, please! She's taking over my body! I don't want to die!
I thought you were gonna say Persona.
Looking cool, Joker. Nayuta looks at the onlooking protesters coming to assault her, and the house burns down. And we flash back to when the house was first built up. And we see Denji introducing Nayuta to the home. This is the home. And it's your home now, too. Do you understand what I'm saying? Why do I feel pity for this human? Why do I want this heart? Who am I? And we see her enacting her chains on Denji's head. According to the knowledge this man possesses, the old me was called Maki. Destroying his contract with Pochita, his dream of living a normal life will awaken Chainsaw Man, the same Chainsaw Man the old me once sought. If I grant her wish, I might find out who I am. This human is empty. I'll fill him up with happiness and then destroy it. And we see them living their day-to-day life, having happy memories, going through dog walks, drawing pictures of Meowie. We see Nayuta with a giant smile on her face say, Denji, you're a huge idiot. You don't think about anything. Don't say mean crap right before bed. You're also a student and Chainsaw Man. And what about me? Who am I? You're you're my family, Nayuta. Ugh, could you get any cheesier? You've never had a family. You were always drawn to that world. But you always threw that away when you choose Chainsaw Man, didn't you? There was no way I could ever have a family. I mean, I killed my own dad. Denji wakes up in a sweat, looking at a ceiling unfamiliar to him in a hospital bed. And that's where that chapter ends. "156. Whoop, 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 bzz, split, split." We see a helicopter going above the hospital room that Denji's in. He remembers Nayuta and calls out to her. And we see someone say, "You're awake." And it's Yoshida. "You slept like a
This
dog.
fucking guy.
Where's Nayuta? What happened to Nayuta?" "Sorry, I don't know either, but where is she?" And Denji goes to leave the bed, and he literally can't even stand. "You've been asleep for an entire week. You won't be able to walk right away." "A week? Why didn't you wake me?" "Denji, I thought if I dumbed it down enough for even a monkey to understand, turn into Chainsaw Man and I can't guarantee your normal life. You broke the rules. There's nothing more I can do to help you." And the door closes behind him, and Denji falls back asleep. We see Yoshida having a needle in his hand. "I put him back under. Good job. Are you seriously going to dismember Denji Senpai?" "Yeah." "In that case, can I pluck out some of his hair and nails before it's too late? His body's about to become property of the state. Gotta add it to my collection." "I thought you were a chainsaw man." "I sure am. I'm a collector." And we see Pochita walking through an empty void. "Pochita, I gotta get up." "Why?" "I have to go save Nayuta." "Save her? How can you do that without your legs?" And we see
Damn.
Denji strapped to a medical table, getting slowly dismembered piece by piece. "Prepare suction," and they literally are just carving this teenager into body bags. "Right leg 26, amputation complete. Bag this, please. Next, we'll start on right leg 27. Excuse me, no smoking during the operation. I can't concentrate. Could the special division agent kindly exit the operating room?" "No can do. I'm under orders to kill Chainsaw Man if he flees. This is Tokyo Devil Detention Center. Since its founding, no devil has ever escaped this facility. Armed personnel are on site around the clock. The detention center is prepared for any contingency. Even this recent Chainsaw Man incident was no exception. It would take a war to compromise this facility's safety."
You don't
and,
say.
and I wonder whose legs. Oh, yeah. On chapter 157, we are opened up to Asa and Fami standing. This chapter is College Fund. Fami asks Asa, "Is your arm hurt?" "It's fine. Forget that. Why are we wearing our school uniforms? It's the least suspicious outfit for infiltrating the detention center. Sometimes they host high school tours." "Okay, so what happens now?" "We're 10 steps away from tripping the sensors. Do that, and the control room will give the command to open fire and turn us into Swiss cheese." "And Chainsaw Man is inside this place? Where's Famine?" "Where Fammy? Underground floor B3. Destroying that entrance is our only way in, and that will be your job, Asa. Just as planned." Public safety wasn't this evil under Makima's rules, so Vex's might be. That's crazy. Yeah, they also had an angel with them. Like I think there's some other things that might be off the board. And who took away the angel? Thank you. Beating Chainsaw Man will really save Chainsaw Man? That's right. Also looks on with tears in her eyes, grabbing at her stump like her name is red haired Shank.
Oh my god.
God sent an
I think it's
angel
the
to
other arm.
justify Makima's actions is her.
Yo.
God, I hope Mappa adds like an explicit Aki angel. Never mind. No, I don't. Never mind that. I mean it. You're not getting cold feet, aren't you? Pull yourself together. I am not. Chainsaw Man saved me again and again, and it's my turn to save him. And as Fami and Asa Arlong Park walk this fucking public safety detention center, they don't look like devils. High school girls? Yeah, guess I will go ahead and shoot them. And as the turrets come out from below, they don't fire. And he says, the turrets aren't firing. Hey, wait, they don't look right either. Between TV appearance fees, the church's financial support, and devil victim compensation payouts, Asa has had a total of 1.3 million yen in the bank. Using those funds, she
Jesus.
purchased this weapon system when she signed the written contract I drew up. Or at least, that's how Asa perceives it. College fund turrets fire!
Oh my
So,
god. This is her power is insane. This
yeah,
is truly fucking crazy.
there's no way you could buy weapons for such little items. It's a good thing Asa's so naive. You were right. You can turn things into weapons without touching them now. Your power's been enhanced by the growing fears of war. We see Asa look on happily and say, she did it! Ugh. Two devils have been spotted inside the facility. They look like high school girls. All personnel, arm yourselves and brace for attack. Those with combat training will receive instructions from your team leader. The other weapons on the systems aren't responding either. I think we're dealing with some nasty devils, sir. I knew I recognized her. That's Asa Mitaka from the Chainsaw Man Church. We're holding Chainsaw Man Church's leader underground there. Is she here to break them out? We won't be able to use this facility's weapons up ahead. If the enemies come after us, you'll have to engage them directly. I only have one arm, remember? You fight them. I'm our trump card. Trump cards get saved for last. Some help you are. Stop. No matter how much stronger you've grown, Asa, starting now, a single mistake could kill you. Be cautious. Got it. Tap, tap, tap. And as she goes to sneak forward, she literally falls on her face.
God damn it, dude. I literally I can't. I can't. This bit is crazy.
Is this your new bit?
Oh my god.
Asa realizes she just fell. Over there, it's them, the high school devil girls. What a clutch. We see that Fami has caught something and thrown it to the ground, and as the rest of the people go to fire their guns at them, rata tata 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 tata, they all end up in this weird looking guillotine bird. This is a really cool devil design, I think. Guillotine. Slaughter them. Guillotine! And he has ears near his mouth, his beak. It's weird. I love him. Um, it literally slices their guns, their clothes, everything except them. We surrender. Don't kill us. I told you to kill them all. Kill me. If you could use that, why didn't you do so in the first place? The devils I summon with my power are weak. They can't use their full strength. Plus, it has restrictions. I try not to use it as much. What restrictions? That's a secret. And as this dude goes to kick Asa, goes to punch Asa, she transforms into Yoru and immediately counterattacks with a kick to the fucking jaw. Nice parry. Right? I've been fighting lately too. So I've picked up some tricks. Please don't kill me. I'll do anything. Okay, then lick my shoes. Oh, oh, duh. You must be here to break them out. Huh? And we see the other Chainsawman church members come out of the room. Gianni! Gilly, shut up.
You're having so much fun with this.
Amazing.
I can't, dude.
Fami, you came to break us out? Akoku! Higashiyama, get behind me! Fami, just leave us alone. Go away! Bro is screaming in my ears. Yeah, sorry. Not sorry. That's what
Imagine being that actual devil and having your ears right next to your mouth. He's just trying. It's about immersion. Okay.
Yeah. POV, you hate your. Fami, just leave us alone. Go away. Okay. Our families, our lives, our country. You ruined everything. Next thing we do, we were the most wanted terrorists. I made my mind up. I'm done following orders. From now on, I'm my own man. And I'm going to start by expelling you guys from the Devil Hunter Club effective immediately. Okay. Look, it's not like we're here to rescue you, loser. Oh, I got way too caught up. Look, it's not like we're here to rescue you, losers. Asa says. We're here for Chainsawman. For Chainsawman. Chainsawman's here. Yeah, and you're on your own from here on. I don't do whatever you want. Let's move, Fami. And as they start running to go say Chainsaw Man, the Chainsaw Church starts following them. Chainsaw Man! I could be Chainsaw Man! Chapter 150. Attack on Samurai. Higashiyama Koku, you don't have to come out with me. I don't have to go. I don't have anywhere else to go. I do. I'm going home, but I don't know the way out. An exit? And we see a bunch of people locked in a padded room with chainsaws coming out of their arms and foreheads. Higashiyama? The folks in there were leading ordinary lives until yesterday. It's the strangest thing. Even now, people turn into these pseudo chainsaw men out of nowhere. What's triggering their transformation into these monstrosities? A bunch of theories are going around. Like that you'll turn into Chainsaw Man above a certain amount. Or there are a lot of monsters among those who worship him. I have no idea what to believe. Get up, Higashiyama. Tell me something, Chainsaw Man Fan Club. Why is it that a chainsaw sprouted from my wife's head, yet your heads remain unmarred? My wife never missed a day packing my lunch, and yet she turned into a monster. And the irritating old man next door is still human? Why do you think that is? Is there no God? Why me? I've never done anything wrong in my life. Higashiyama! Not even once? If there was one thing, maybe my affair with a woman from the office. But that only lasted 6 months. That's not one
Jesus,
thing! That's. You're.
dude. Japanese salarymen be like,
No, no, I didn't cheat on you, baby. I slept with my baby mama. I already was in that before. It don't count. Asa turns into Yoru, and Yoru says, "This piece of crap, he's just buying time." And as that happens,
it's that classic Boruto kick she's throwing right there.
she is. And as she goes to kick, she kicks Fami accidentally and through the wall breaks Katana Devil. Damn! Gilly. And we see Gilly has returned into an avatar. You're useless. And we see now Asa has been kicked Fami in the head to get her out of the way from being clobbered by the Nail Devil. Ow. Aha, the poor thing. Be gentler when you push her out of the way. You try having only one arm. Real.
Bruh.
Now we see it. Fami, can you use that power? Got it. Hey, I know her. She's that Chainsawman church woman, Asa Bataka. She was in the newspaper. They call her the devil fighting high school girl. The poem collection she thought up during her classes goes on sale next month. Are you a fan? Not a chance! The world's become a mess because of Chainsaw Man. This happens because brats like you, little kids whose body hair is barely grown in, worship an idiot like he's a god. It's like my granddad always said, it's idiots and religion that make the world worse. Wake me when
Damn.
your teary-ad's over. I could sleep standing up here. I'll show you. Shut up, girly boy, unless you want to become one of the bad guys. Oh my, aren't you a former member of the Yakuza? Doesn't that make you one of the baddies? The Yakuza aren't the bad guys. They're actually the heroes protecting Japan from behind the scenes. Aha! I think your bad joke bombed with the children, dear. Samurai, Nail, cut the chatter. Kill those kids. Wait, stop! Am I assuming correct that you have beef with Chainsaw Man? I've got a score to settle with him, alright. He killed my granddad. Wait a sec. We're here to fight Chainsaw Man. To fight? Wait, what? If you want to fight Chainsaw Man, we'll take you to him. We should call a truce. Chainsaw Man's here? You didn't know what you were guarding? Fight Chainsaw Man? Samurai, Nail, obey my orders. Orders? You mean the order to defend my granddad's damn murderer by killing these damn brats? Are you sure about this? If you disobey me, you can forget about your syndicate's comeback. And you too, Nail. You dream of freedom and to open a business that would never be more than a merely dream. Your best bet is to do as I say. Now shut up and kill those kids. I've gotten kind of sick of all this child killing lately. Like, good grief. Isn't it just like too cartoonishly evil? What do you think, Samurai? Sorry. Killing Chainsaw Man is the reason this heart still beats. Oh, so cool! Ah, you were right. I should have never joined the special division. Whoa there! You're running away? There's no way I'd take you all out. You want to see Chainsaw Man? Fine. Knock yourselves out. In the meantime, I'll fetch someone who can kill you all. Are all publicity see agents this cowardly? Hey, high school loser. Take me to that piece of crap Chainsaw Man. I'll let you live. Fight Chainsaw Man, but why? If we get to meet Chainsaw Man, we should be doing something more important, right? Fight him? That's so stupid. You think fighting's stupid? The reason my heart's beating is to fight Chainsaw Man. I'd expect no less from Chainsaw Man's woman. She's already stealing my lines. Oh, what an insane love triangle. Oh man. Okay, Takagi, we're almost wrapped up here. It sounds like they're intruders, so take 5? Listen up! Get down on the ground if you want to live! Run and I'll cut you into pieces! Oh dear, what the? Chainsaw Man should be in here. You, tell us where Chainsaw Man is or die. Ah, what a disaster! Okay, fine, we'll do. Chainsaw Man boxes are stacked over there. Ah, did you guys knock those over when you came in? Chainsaw Man boxes. Yes, we've dismembered him and cut him up into pieces and put him into boxes. And, well, right after we sorted these, intruders or no, I demand an apology. I'm sorry. Asa looks over at the box, kicks it open, and a hand comes flying out. Hey, humans, I order you to connect his body parts. Huh? Why should we? Because if you don't obey me, you die. Now move it. What a devil. And we see all of the body parts coming together. And we see even the cute little Pochita heart uh, being held in the second one. Okay, that's the heart. If we have the heart, then we can stick his body back together by starting his engine. Do it. Aren't you 3 going to help? I'm wounded. Hey, you, help them. Chores are for the kids. Don't forget. I spared your life. I'm holding Chainsaw Man's guts. I found his wiener. Will his wiener stick back on too?
Dude.
Shove it in his ass. No, put every piece in its proper. I want Chainsaw Man in perfect condition when I fight him, or else my victory will be meaningless. Can't you take a joke? You must have no game. I have no need. I don't need game. Love is worthless. All it does is turn you foolish. Oh, honey, it's fun to be a fool. What a shame. You probably don't get it because you're still in school. I do too get it. Shut your mouth. I know everything about it. Such an immature little devil. Wah! A head! It's a head! Um, oh man. His head in human form. Let me see it. And we all know that Asa hasn't seen this yet either.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Huh? Is this really Chainsaw Man's head? No doubt about it. Who cares what his human face looks like? Attach it already! Asa Mataka, isn't this your boyfriend? And we see Denji decapitated. And in a box.
Denji's in a box, man.
Denji's in a box. Denji's in a box. Yoru looks like she doesn't react. But as she switches back to Asa, Asa is shocked beyond all belief, and the door breaks down. You! Oh, snap. This is an order. Kill them all. And Guan Shi says, And that's where the chapter ends. Kinda crazy. I'm waiting for the page to load. To
To road.
Roto! Roto!
Don't mention Roto. Shady's gonna go bonkers in the chat. Also, no spoilers. I haven't read 1177 or whatever.
Hell yeah. Neither have I. I gotta grab some batteries real quick. And I think I'm also gonna tinkle real fast.
Okay,
The
we're
real
taking
sun
a
god,
piss.
for real, for real.
We're taking a piss boy break. Hold on. That means I gotta do this, right? I want my channel points load. Damn you, Cody. Ain't no way. He just disabled it.
I didn't think I disabled it. I just thought I made it 1,000,000,000 fucking points.
It says 5,000 required, and I definitely have that many. Oh, wait, what happened on my points?
What happened?
That's crazy.
What happened?
What did you do?
I didn't do any. I'm literally going.
What did you do?
Viewer rewards, power up points.
It's not fair.
Reward.
Wait, I'm a mod. If I knew how to use Twitch properly, I could probably just refund myself.
That's what I'm looking for right now.
I thought I had like fucking 12,000 points. That's crazy. I had like 40k points, but I started blowing through them when he made it 5k to redeem the ballpark.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's fucking for shady. So, man,
Wild.
we're out here.
Nobody can hear it.
That's crazy. I don't like that. Oh.
I mean, it's not a big deal.
I know it's not a big deal. I'm just like, I just fixed it, I thought. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Dude, who keeps fucking tagging?
Boom, boom.
Well, we made crazy progress today so far.
Oh yeah.
Almost at like 30 chapters.
Yeah, we're killing it. We're almost caught up. Hey.
Oh god.
Got it. So we're not gonna bow bark now because I don't know what the audio levels are set to, but well,
Flavor.
flavor. We open up with Guanxi on 162. Flavor. Here's some. Wait, don't kill me, please. I really respect you. You're really strong and your skin's pretty. Plus, I'm dying to know which shampoo brand you use. And
Okay.
he sets out 3 nails in front of him and hits all 3 of them to try to hit her. And she deflects every single one. And then slices Katana Devil's head off as he tries to assault her. Scalpel sword. As Asa or Yoru picks up a scalpel and turns it into a sword. And now both Nail Demon and Yoru are trying to combat Quan Shi, and ain't working. They're getting fucked up. Nail Devil gets impaled several times through the freaking abdomen, and the other Chainsaw Man church member freaking screams. And as Guanxi goes to slice them, they use Denji's head as a shield, and she stops. We see her take a look at Denji and then stop right beforehand, and then he continues to throw Denji's head at her. And the public safety leader is like, "Get on with it!" And she says, "An old friend warned me to never make an enemy out of this one." Why? Why can't any of these devils do as they're told? Your lovers' bodies are in public safety's custody. We can always dump them in some ditch rather than return them to you. Look, let me just say one thing. Women are, and we see, I think that's his wife, and his wife rams him through with a chainsaw. How'd she get out? Haha, Samurai did cut through the door earlier, didn't he? And we see he did cut through the door, and now we see his wife is now feasting on his body. That works.
Ugh.
I'll pretend I lost to you guys. Kill me. What? You must be joking. I won't die. I'm like Chainsaw Man. We didn't hear a thing. Huh. I'll do it. Answer me this, though. Is Chainsaw Man stronger than you? He's weaker, but far more fearsome than me. And as Quan Chi says this, Yoru takes the scalpel sword and takes her head. We see cute little Pochita doing a little dance. Uh, Chapter 163. Dream! Balls! Run!
Oh my god. Everything's a JoJo's reference.
Exactly.
Especially today of all days.
Also 6767. There's 67 on the
Oh
remote.
my.
I thought so too. She seemed like the kind of girl who'd never date or any of that. Claims that the government misused funds from the devil damages reconstruction tax to purchase friendly devils. So the question, do kissing and sex both count as adultery? It's like I'm living in a completely different world than last year. Am I the only one who can't sleep at night because I start shaking from suicidal thoughts? My mom hasn't taken a single step outside since it happened. She says she can't trust anyone anymore. She started believing all these crazy conspiracy theories, but I'm no genius either. I can't tell where the truth ends and the lies begin. I keep asking myself, who is to blame for all this? We see the leader of the Chainsaw Man church. Watch on. When it was decided I'd be on TV today, I knew the person responsible would be watching for this too. So I made my mind up and saying one thing no matter what. Komogawa! Komogawa! Never stop being our idol! What a passionate fan! The entire Japanese population is still reeling from the shock of last week's news of idol slash reporter Komogawa's affair turned marriage. Let's move to our special guest here today, our photographer, Kiyoshi Endo. Right, so this is the cause of the conspiracy that folks are talking about. The supposed photo of Komogawa on a date with a married baseball player. Now, let's get that same image enlarged. See how the image resolution differs here? That's an undeniable evidence of image editing. In short, both the infidelity and the homewrecker accusations were invented by the tabloid that ran this image. The conspiracy runs deep, folks. Thank goodness. Huh? Oh, sorry. I'm a Coma fan. Even though there are still people randomly turning into monsters, and several wars have broken out, a celebrity cheating scandal is the only thing on the news. You're relieved about that? Huh? That's not what I'm not. I'm not being sarcastic. It's just a group of high school terrorists breaks out of prison and no one's reporting on it. It doesn't feel real. Like I must be dreaming. I had my 15 minutes of fame once too. No one remembers me anymore and I'd lost an arm. I feel like I must be dreaming. No, you're missing the point. Denji is Chainsaw Man. That doesn't feel real either. This is the kid the devils are all afraid of. He looks cute asleep like this. Hey, your companion's taking too much time in the bath, don't you think? We're all waiting for a turn here. Don't look at me. Isn't this Fammy's hideout? Take your complaints to her. Squelch, squelch, squelch. Is she naturally skinny or something? Huh? Where's your arm? And Denji wakes up. Oh! Where where am I? He's awake! Fammy, he's awake! Chainsaw Man spoke! You were always more my type of sleep. Go back to sleep. What happened to your arm? Your friend cut it off. Why? I don't know. Am I dreaming? And as he says this, someone steps on his balls. Oh!
It's nuts or nothing, man.
Ruthless. Whew! Best post bath moment of my life. I returned both your balls right to where they belong in your ball sack, so I could ring the gong of revenge with my own foot. Now turn into Chainsaw Man. It's time for round 3. I mean, Katana Man, kind of bad. He kind of bad.
Okay, chill.
Nope, not a dream. Hey, that wasn't the deal. We agreed we'd only fight him after we've explained everything. What she said. He's Chainsaw Man. Show some respect. Gah! What the hell? I don't need your human form. Wake up already, Chainsaw Man. I don't feel safe with these types of people. Where else were we supposed to go? So shit has hit the fan. Shit
It is
just keeps
bad.
repeatedly hitting the fan.
Like, I don't know if it's worse him being dissected or him being face to face with like 9 different people that want to kill him, you know?
Dude, kind of aura though to have Guanxi literally be like, nah. Even dismembered, she's like, old buddy told me not to fuck with this one. Listen to the streets. Streets say this kid could get back up. How are you feeling about this though? You have any like theories on what makes someone turn into Chainsaw Man more than other people? because if it was just devotion or like through making contracts through devotion, then you think that like
Yeah, the eye patch guy, like he was saying, like, why not me, but why did my wife? Why did my
mhm,
annoying neighbor? And it just like whenever Homeboy was giving the speech, I typed this in chat earlier about the contracts with the Fire Devil. He mentioned that across the world and like the Chinese and Canadian chapters of the church, there were a bunch of like mass marriages that were taking place. And I'm like, clearly that has to have something to do with it. Otherwise, why the fuck would he mention it? But I don't know specifically if I have enough information other than that to go off of, or if I'm just like barking up the wrong tree. So I don't have any like specific theories. I'm just kind of spitballing at a few different options, but it is interesting. My main like where my mind is at right now is what's going on with Nayuta.
that's exactly where my mind was at. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Everyone else was trying to theory craft with me about these chapters and everything happening. And they're like, Cody, you're the JJK guy. You could probably put it together. And I said, guys, I'm not reading JJ. I'm not reading Chainsaw Man for this shit. I'm reading Chainsaw Man to see Nayuta end up happy with Denji. And I'm gonna crash the fuck out if I don't get this. So don't talk to me. Like I was going through it. But yeah, Denji wakes up and he starts screaming out after all of the pain, and he cries out for
Hold on.
Nayuta.
One other theory that
Oh
I
yeah,
have that I have to mention really quick before we get back into it is like I'm pretty sure they mentioned this in part one. I like Kobeni stepped down and is no longer with the public defense or whatever. Like, but like, where the fuck is she? She's the only fucking one who survived part one. Where is she? What is she doing? Because like we never got the answer to her what her devil contract is. And I remember the memes and like everything, and it's just like, what is she doing? You know what I mean?
Who?
Did she turn into a chainsaw?
Who? Oh,
Brother,
I I was trying to pull a Jacoby. Like, who's that? But
bruh.
I now
I cannot be the only person who's
no,
thinking that right now at
I
this point in
you're
the story.
not, because I think you're overlooking something that I there is a very Kobeni coded character in the
Oh
public
yeah,
safety,
the
who's mentioned to his
mm,
family. Who's
no mana no bana
Nobana yet.
Nobano.
I,
Yeah.
yeah, dude, Shady. It's literally so crazy to hear Vex like having every single Chainsaw Man fan thought. Like, where the fuck is Coben? Like, yeah, no.
Like, what are
We
you doing?
When the
Come
aquarium was
on.
happening, I was like, all right, why the fuck are you not first on this? Like, this should have been on site.
It's just like I feel validated. Thank you, because yeah, like it's just something that I'm constantly thinking about now.
Yeah, but
That's so funny.
that is something I did want to bring up though. Is remember that she, you know what? I think Shady's right.
She's flipping burgers. She's flipping burgers right now at her parents' fucking. That's I don't know. It's just insane to me because like, are we ever gonna? Because like, for all I know, for the rest of all part two, she doesn't show back up, and for what I've heard, this could be the end. So we're just never gonna know what type of devil contract she had because she definitely had one, 100%.
Listen, she had the coffee no me, and she ended up getting sent to the Void Century in Rustage's One Piece D&D campaign, where
Oh
he changed
my
names to
god,
Clementine,
this guy.
and then became a Yonko commander under Ragnar. It's crazy.
0 days since Cody's
Trust me.
mentioned Rustage. Yeah, like let's reset the clock.
Fun fact, I just bought a Pearl plushie today. Let's.
When you sent me that, my response was
the
so
the
foul.
the My intentions were noble and pure!
Oh my god,
Me
dude.
not bringing up a jar again. So Denji
Yeah, I
starts.
have
Oh yeah.
plenty of like loose thoughts, no real solid theories currently. I don't
Um,
know, like I just don't know if I have enough info to really have solid theories at the moment, unless I'm just overlooking something.
are you excited to see Death? Because that countdown is
Yeah.
the countdown's coming.
What do we not get pestilence? Is like that's the fourth horse, or that's another horseman, the pale horse, right? Like so, like it's I don't know, like
Uh, just say them because that's why I'm here. Oh yeah. Vex said when I get the pearl plushie, you got to put her in a jar, put her in the cum jar.
I didn't say that.
It was
That
a
is not
gift.
words that I
It's a gift
said.
that was
I
heavily
was
implied.
insinuating. I was insinuating those were your intentions, not mine. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, Cody. I would never.
I would not. I would just say that you would do those things.
Yeah, of course. Obviously.
Listen, I just played Ignition at one party. I would never.
Whoa. Oh my god.
Oh my god. That might be the funniest like inside joke. Oh my god.
Jesus. So, anyways, chapter 164. Good lord.
Getting this G Fuel in me. That last joke got me sweating.
Okay.
Denji starts crying out with Yoru standing over him. And he starts crying out for Nayuta. He says, "Where's
See,
Nayuta?
exactly.
Where's Nayuta?" And she says, "Huh? Who's Nayuta? If you're dreaming, wake up." And he stops her from pulling the cord. "I don't know if I'm dreaming or what, but if Nayuta's safe, I'll fight you all you want. Find her, please." And Asa takes control back from Yoru and asks, "What happened?" We see that most of life back in Tokyo has gone back to normal, and Denji and the new crew have returned back to the burnt down apartment. Chainsaw Man, if she isn't where you left her, there's nothing more we can do now. Clatter. Hey, enough. You know the truth. When you escaped, this Nayuta was attacked by armed adults. She's obviously been killed. Quit moping. Face reality. And Denji continues to search through the rubble, and he grabs Asa's hand. "When you saved me as Chainsaw Man, you said you knew how I felt. Me too. I know how it feels when a family member dies because of you." And she grabs Denji's hand. "If there's anything I can do, tell me. I'll help with anything." But Denji's numb, silent, unresponsive. And then he snaps back. "First you randomly kicked me in the balls, and now you're being nice to me? You make no sense." Asa, mouth agape and shocked. "I couldn't agree more. But that wasn't... Anyway, turn into Chainsaw Man and fight me. Once we fight, you'll be able to have an ordinary life." "Say what? No way." "Why not?" Whenever I become Chainsaw Man, everything around me turns terrible. I have to find Nayuta. And he keeps looking through the rubble. Sammy, say something. Maybe he can't fight because he's hungry. Hunger makes you negative. Denji,
It's
name
a fucking Snickers commercial. I'm sorry.
name something you want to eat. Well, there's nothing. Well, maybe sushi. Huh? I hate sushi. Anything but that. What a bitch!
Holy shit. He just said what we were all thinking. And then she falls on her face.
It gets me every time because Katana Man fucking hates Denji. You know Asa's really trying her hardest to come around to her, but everything. The fact it's him saying it's just that got me.
Well, I mean, he knows she doesn't eat fish.
Yeah, Denji does know, but he doesn't care right now. He wants sushi. He even resolves himself to it at the very end. That was really funny. I love Under Paris. Who is in Paris, Fujimoto?
Oh no, stop.
Chapter 165, Everyday Scenery. Is that a dead body? Yeah, the station attendants will clean it up later. Huh? No, dude, somebody died! That's just expected at this point. Come on, we're taking the next train. The best sushi restaurant is right here, near Indaya. And then yeah. And
And yeah.
Indenya. But they're currently closed because one of their chefs died. The next best would be Morudea from the same chain, but if it hadn't burned down. So by process of elimination, we'll go to Sushi Shi. It's a budget sushi, but they have a reputation for using fresh fish. Oh, I went there once. I only ordered their tea. Their tea was good. Denji looks forward at a mother with an eye patch and a child resting on her shoulder. Hey Asa, remind me, why are you out to fight me now? Because if I fight you and win, you'll be saved. Oh. Yeah, yeah, I know. I'm very shady. I'm very shady. I'm current. I know. I've been waiting for it. Um fuck.
Is it because it has 6-7 in it?
Yep, it's because it's got 6-7.
No, I've seen the panel. I know. I don't know the context, but I fucking know. All right, like I've been on the internet.
Are you still brainwashed by that weird cult? No, Sammy, explain. Your heart's power is what makes you Chainsaw Man. It's the power of a contract. The terms of your contract require you to live a normal life. If you break the contract, the heart's owner, the real Chainsaw Man, will emerge. If we defeat the real Chainsaw Man and transplant a human heart into your body, you can become an ordinary human again. Why do you know all about that? Do you seriously believe this shady chick? As she has just a blank expression on her face. But she helped me rescue you. Sure, she's done some bad things before, but her heart's in the right place. We're both just trying to help someone, right? When you say normal, what does that even mean? It means returning to your old life, going to school every day, having a home to return you. Nayuta will return too. Maybe the police are keeping her safe or someone else, and it's just that she doesn't know how to contact you after the apartment building burned down. Everything will go back to how it was before. I know it. Poop paper. You know, toilet paper. Have you ever eaten teepee? When I was hungry as a little kid, that's what I'd eat from the park's public restroom. But like once I start going hungry, I stopped being able to eat toilet paper. Do you get what I'm saying? Could you not talk in vague metaphors? I'm confused. I can never go back to the way things used to be. And as Denji looks with that stupid look on his face on the ground, she says, "Yes, you can. I'll give you back your life. It's okay. I'll save you, no matter what." The drag of a cigarette from a katana man. Oh, we can be immersive. No, we can't. Kids these days are wusses, whining on and on like women. Killing chainsaw women won't avenge my granddad. He'd have turned over in his grave. Denji's hungry and his family member is missing. Cut him some slack. Also, no smoking on the train. Plop. Hey, I know a place that's a guarantee to perk up any man in one shot. Forget sushi.
It's a
We should
strip club.
we should shove the kid in there. A soapland brothel. That's where we'll take him. Nothing cheers a man up faster than boning a woman.
Jesus
I
Christ.
like
Look
how
at
you're like
Denji's face.
you're like a strip club and it's like, nah, brothel. He's gonna I own a top notch place. Go get a happy ending there. Gross! Could you not? That's the last thing on Denji's mind right now, right? Oh.
I can't, dude.
Don't you need to look for Nayuta? You need to eat to keep your energy up for the search, don't you? Uh, 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 now that he mentions it, I haven't masturbated at all lately.
Brother, lock in. What the?
Excuse me? Do I feel this depressed because I haven't jerked it in a while? Could that be part of it? Scientifically speaking, like physically.
Oh my god.
Think he is? What the hell? We're all worried about you and trying to save you. How can you think about sex right now? It's the same thing as getting hungry or sleepy. That's how it is for guys, right, dudes? Turns to his right. You despicable, shameless pig. Aren't you worried about Nayuta? Of course I am. It's just physically, it's better to take care of my sex drive first, for like science reasons. And we get to the brothel, and it is burned down. And Katana Man is literally like mouth agape, shocked. That's Sideburns brothel? Ha! It's totally burned down. And now it's raining. Fantastic. Let's go get something to eat. I don't even care what anymore. And Denji falls to his knees. What? Why can't I keep my priorities straight? My pet's died, Nayuta's missing, and I'm trying to go to a brothel? I want to be Chainsaw Man for the praise and acknowledgement. What a load of crap. The truth is, all I really wanted was for the ladies to be all over me so I could have tons and tons of sex. I always thinking with my dick. And Denji starts getting laughed at. He snaps back. It's not funny. It's all my dick's fault, and I can't fight it. It ruins everything around me. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. And he starts hitting the ground around him, and he starts splashing around in the rain, throwing an absolute tantrum. Asa looks on and then switches to Yoru. Your peckers the problem? Then I'll cut it off for you. Come with me. Denji looks on, stupefied. And chapter 167 starts. Hey guys, we're gonna make Cody really big now.
Hey, pause. Phrasing.
Oh no.
This is the wrong website for that, Cody.
So chapter 167, Super Smooch. Mwah. Denji and Asa make their way to an alleyway. Yoru finds a knife on the ground. No, she doesn't. She finds a paper straw and turns it into a knife. I found a knife on the ground. Losing your dick should straighten you out, right? Take it out. Denji looks on in horror and he says, You literally want to cut my dick off? Don't you want to be freed from your sex drive? Get it out. You're serious. Quit stalling. Denji looks on even more stupefied. And then he looks down and he's like, You want me to whip it out right now? Yoru looks on, like questioning it. And he's like, You legit want to see to cut off my dick? Don't make me repeat myself. Get it out already. Hurry up. Wait, slow down. I changed my mind. And he knocks the knife out of her hand. And her hand goes down into Denji's pants to grab him. And then she says, I do not care. I have no interest in your foolish feelings. All I care about is fighting Chainsawman for real. What if I crush your balls? Will that get you in the mood? And then Yoru and Denji are staring face at face to each other while her hands gripping his pecker. And because Yoru and Asa have the same brain, for a second she remembers the kiss. And she says, Kissed. Huh? We've kissed. Denji looks on even more confused and then kisses him and then pulls back. And then Yoru goes on to keep kissing him and keep kissing him. And then, yup, bow chicka bow wow. Hello, Shinji from Evangelion. Hello, Yoru from Chainsaw Man.
Why would he draw this? Why would he draw this?
Yep. I made a TikTok about this. I was like, there's no way we all just read this. 6-7.
Yuck, dude. The fucking start of the next chapter too.
Yeah, kiss love. I don't think, can I say that on stream?
Spunk. You can say spunk.
Yeah, kiss love. Asa, it's not Asa, it's Yoru. And I'm making a very clear distinction that one, this is SA towards Asa and Denji. Yes, this is 100% because Denji did not consent to it. He is also a minor, and it is not Asa in control of her body, nor did we know if she wanted to have these sexual relations with Denji yet. This just shows that Yoru will do anything that she wants, because she's a devil. I think it is not meant to be seen as a good thing. It's not meant to be seen as a whoa, Denji finally got some. This is a bad thing because
yeah, obviously, it's like there's a lot of layers to this,
yeah.
and that it's like obvious. It makes sense that Yoru would do something rash without considering the emotional consequences, because they're not somebody who's normally had to deal with that, but now they're in a position where they do have this emotional bond and they feel what Asa feels as well. which we've seen throughout this entire story so far, is something that they've been constantly thrown off and surprised and struggled with.
And it's like we know that Asa is still conscious during all of that happening because she has the flash of image of kissing Denji while her hand is quite literally on him. Like it's the fans tried to use that for Asa as well, but it's not Asa in control of her body. Like it's literally like it's SA against two different minors because of a devil controlling one of their bodies, and it's super fucked up. That's my 2 cents though on it. Like it.
I mean, they're minors in America, but in Japan, I'm pretty sure they're actually both of age. But that's a dumb distinction in my mind. So it's like I think that's like kind of a moot point from like the author's perspective. Like this isn't anything that, like, of course it's weird for us. It's extra weird for us. It's weird for everybody, but it's like extra weird for us. But it's like not. There's like one less layer of weird is, I guess, something worth saying.
We're at the Sogeking panel right now. We're at the believe in Fujimoto. We're in the believe right now cycle. All right, you gotta believe.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's like I'm not like sitting here like trying to lynch Bob Fujimoto or anything, but it's also just like, did we need this?
No, I don't.
You know?
I am in the firm camp of I didn't need this in my story, but I'm also in the camp of I read Fire Punch and I know it could be so much fucking worse. So I'm like, that
I don't think that
it doesn't make it better, but I'm also like,
no.
but I'm also like, man, this really could have been so much worse.
Yeah, it could have been Rent a Girlfriend.
Okay, fuck you. That's oh.
Could have been a whole chapter of him getting cucked, you know, in his own mind. That could have happened.
It could have. So Asa Yoru comes back and literally just has the remnants on her hand and says gross. And as she goes to wash it off in the drain, she says, "Don't misunderstand. I only kissed you because it felt good. Why'd you kiss? I only kissed you because it felt good. Don't get cocky."
Pause.
That Denji looks up, stupefied, and Yoru keeps looking at his lips and then goes to kiss him again. "Do you like me? I don't like you. Only the other me likes you." Her feelings flowed into me. And Yoru walks away. "I'm hungry. Eat some sushi, perk up, and prepare to fight." And we see Denji literally like broken in the alleyway as like the light is hitting him. As we see like Yoru, it's such a cool fucking like panel because you think like he thinks like he thought having sex and all of this would literally fix his entire life throughout like all of Chainsaw Man. And seeing the rain and everything part and leaving him in the light, but at the lowest point he could possibly be in his life. Oh, it sucks. But like the imagery is fucking peak. I I really like this panel. And we see Yoru walking alone through the alleyway, and as she is, Asa comes up out of fucking nowhere and hits her against the wall. And she says, "Ow, ow, ow, stop it, you idiot. Asa, stop it. Why'd you kiss him?" "I sensed it we kissed before. I was only confirming my suspicions. It felt good, didn't it?" And then she balls her hand up in a fist. And hits Yoru in the face. She says, "Don't you dare." "Ah! That hurt. I thought you liked Chainsaw Man. Shouldn't you be happy? He'll think I'm a slut now. You slut! Ugh, I'm too hungry for this." And we see Denji on the train sitting next to Fami. Asa on the same train. And they make their way to Death by Sushi. Chapter 1.
Gotta be the most awkward fucking train ride.
Pause.
Oh my god.
Here it is, Shi! Welcome to Sushi Shi, folks. Sushi Shi, folks. This way, come on in. Denji it literally has not broken the same expression since the moment has happened to him. Is still looking around him. In in like he's taken aback and is stupefied. He's like actually like stunned because everyone is just eating and acting like nothing bad is happening in the world. He thinks to himself, they're all chowing down. Have they all shot their load by somebody else's hand before?
Jeez.
But like this is how his mind would have to rationalize. Like,
I
how
know
am I
this
supposed
is
to be?
such a
It's
horrible.
horrible.
It's processing in just like the most primitive way, and it's like it's sad, but it is funny. I'm sorry.
Have they all? It Pochita. So much awful crap has happened that I want to die. But now the sushi's flowing before my eyes, and I just got climaxed by somebody for the first time. Physically, it wasn't as good as when I jack it, but it did make my heart feel really nice. And we see Denji still looking onward, like contemplating everything in his mind, unable to like break his expression. Am I happy or unhappy right now? And Asa looks over at Denji. Hammy, do you mind if I wait outside? There's nothing I can eat, so. They'll die. What? Akoku and the Nail Fiend are stuck watching the hideout. Is it really okay for us to enjoy a nice meal without them? Higashima, are you going to eat any actual sushi? I don't know if they're footing the bill, so, you're weird. Not as weird as Mitaka. She lost an arm, but she always seems the same as always. If I lost an arm, I think I'd cry about it for a week. Easy does it. It's the same as the animals. Animals don't get sad when they lose a limb. They simply adapt for survival's sake. Oh, yeah. Devils aren't supposed to feel sadness, are they? Mr. Barham? Eh, who's that? Idiot! He's the Chainsawman Church's second in command! And Denji shatters his fork and goes to stab it into his neck. And he says, I'll take you to Nayuta. And Denji freezes. So keep quiet and park it next to me. Here you go. Denji gets so angry. Literally, it looks like the panel is shaking. Like, he's visibly, like, losing it. But he sits down. Take some soy sauce. Chopsticks, too. Also, where's Nayuta? Public safety's out front. They have the building surrounded. When we head outside after our sushi, we'll both be dismembered. Ah! If you save us, I'll let you see Nayuta. Save you? What do I need to do? First, eat this. Egg sushi. No. Say chapter 170. How to eat sushi. Say what? It's important to do things in the proper order. Sushi tastes twice as good if you start with the light toppings. Go to hell. Oh, disobey and you'll lose your chance to see Nayuta. Denji takes the food, grips it in a fucking fist, and chows it. That's more like it. Good boy. Next up, squid. Hey. You can't savor sushi like that. Leave it on top of your tongue for a while. And Denji slaps the whole fucking train away. Whoa, don't be mad, Chainsawman. What's going on? Will you take me to Nayuta if I kill the public safety mooks heading outside? As tempting as that sounds, cool your jets. It's not like they want to kill you either. All public safety really wants, us too for that matter, is to use a teensy weensy bit of Chainsaw Man's power. So all I gotta do is turn into Chainsaw Man. Then let me finish. Like I said, there's a proper order to things. Your transformation into Chainsaw Man is still incomplete. We don't want any Chainsaw Man. We want a Chainsaw Man with the power to erase devils' names from existence itself. Chainsaws don't have that power. They're tools for cutting down trees. Weird, right? Hypothetically, it could be that chainsaws originally had many uses, but after Chainsaw Man erased a lot of things, cutting down trees was the only one that remained. Here, lean tuna. Denji eats that one too. Getting back on track. To fully become Chainsaw Man, you need two things: everyone's fear and your own unhappiness. Chainsaw Man, Chainsaw's recent superhero status really made that a pain. Now, though, he's become an everyday object of fear on par with aging and sickness. Next, it's time to eat some deluxe fatty tuna. Chief, send it down the belt. Coming right up. And everyone starts screaming in horror. What the? No way, it's that! Ah! What is? Yikes, that scared me. Eeks! And everyone looks on at horror as the final page of the chapter is Nayuta's head and body coming down the train of sushi.
Oh,
And the chapter ends with a full page spread of her head on a platter and Denji's reaction.
so that's fucking horrible. But can we talk about this cute little pochita that's like a little sushi?
Yeah, he's really cute.
I'm sorry. I fucking hate it here.
It
What is this shit, dude?
it damn, it's a horrible day for rain. God, if you
I mean,
didn't
she's
think
not
with your
dead.
dick. It,
She can't be. Like she can be put back together. We just saw that with like 3 different people in the past like 10 chapters.
Denji is literally shocked. Nayuta, sorry, bud. That's downright cruel of me, isn't it? No way around it, though. It's to save the world, after all. And as he goes to eat his sushi, Denji picks him up by the throat, and he starts having his guts pour out of his body and grab him by his own throat. And Denji kills the man by squeezing his throat shut and fucking decapitating him. And in a very familiar image, we see the guts of Denji start pouring out from him. And we see in a double page spread the return of Black Chainsaw Man. Um, yeah, he fully went Gohan. He fully went Super Saiyan. He's just like he's crashing out. I am too. I would too. Um, so we see another page of him just going absolutely fucking berserk. He's got like 4 arms, each with chainsaws loaded up. He's ready. He's raring. Everyone else is fleeing the building. Target sighted at the front of the building. Eyeless Black Chainsaw Man confirmed. Devil Extermination Division 1 Team A and Devil Extermination Division 2 Team B commence action. Special Division 5 has arrived at the destination. This is it, you guys. The Special Division's big debut. Your performance today will determine whether you'll be protected
Ugh.
members of public safety or put down as useless devils. We see a bunch of grotesque looking motherfuckers. Your job is to damage Chainsaw Man in any way you can. It's fine if you can't kill him. If you can keep him from leaving, you'll receive your due recognition. Survive, and I'll personally treat you to as much booze and sushi as you want. On that note, Special Division 5, commence operation. This is a sick ass panel because we see Denji's gone. Denji's left the build. The Pochita's cooking. Pochita is literally ruining this city. Um. Oh man, I wish I could find my messages with Ken. I have like, if Denji quit fucking thinking with his dick, we could save Nayuta. And then when that chapter came out, I was like, this motherfucker! He did this motherfucker! Uh, yeah, I'm just waiting for the chapter to load. But how are you feeling right now?
Uh, man, classic Fujimoto things. I just this person has a true gift of writing just the most grotesque fucking story ever told. But I'm being told all of these things are necessary. I'm starting to see the dominoes be set up and whatnot, and it's become one of those stories, and it was back in part one already, one of those stories where I wasn't really allowing myself to get like emotionally attached um to any of these characters. I thought it was really fucking crazy. We didn't get a name for any of the dogs, but it still hurt more than any of the other like body horror or like any of the
Meowie.
deaths.
Meowie,
Yeah,
dude.
it's a cat though, but like
Ow!
legitimately, that's like
Patrick, where are you? Patrick, where? Yeah, I want him on the camera right now.
dude. But it's like none of the deaths from part one like hit me quite as hard as Aki's, I think. But like ever since that moment, I was just like, yeah, I'm still going to continue on with this story. I'm still going to appreciate things from a narrative perspective, but I'm no longer going to, just like spend the energy to get emotionally connected on a character level outside of maybe one or two isolated compartmentalized moments, because it's just kind of how I handle these types of stories. It was the same for me with JJK until death just kind of meant nothing for me in that story. But like being dismembered and discombobulated and things like that to half of the characters in this story truly doesn't mean anything either, outside of the fact that, it's just grotesque. But the dogs, that shit hurt. I was like, man, fuck Fujimoto. And ever since then, it's just been constant. Like, it feels like misery porn, and I just can only hope that it's leading towards something significant. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of good moments in between it all, and I'm trying to be very appreciative of all of those. But there is still also just like this level of disconnected that I feel more increasingly as things start to just get worse.
Dude, yeah.
And I don't mean worse in a writing standpoint. I just mean worse like situationally.
And it's crazy because it feels like all of these characters. You can go, Pat. You're good. Thanks for showing up. Just a cat. Um, no, it's
I
really.
didn't say just a cat. I said that's a cat though. It's different. Like don't put words in my mouth. Like I do. Like I adore cats too, but they're just to me not emotionally connected as dogs.
I just see it as like Denji's last connection he had with power, and that's what really makes it hurt for me. Um, but as bad as the situation has gotten, especially all over the world and everything, these people are literally doing it because they believe that there is something even worse than what they're doing right now with Nostradamus. And I'm like, this, I'm like reading this, I'm like, this isn't worst case scenario. What the fuck are we doing here? Like, like, how much worse can it get? It's like Froppy at the end of My Hero Academia. Guys,
Yeah.
It could seem bad, but it really could be worse.
No, I see the downward spiral forming, and I saw this in part one partly as well, and it's just like, to me, I feel like I am prepared for whatever the worst is, but what I'm really truly holding out for is what I can find that's profound within all of that, as well as potentially something beyond it that is brighter for our character here, Denji. Who, I mean, I like, for all intents and purposes, like, I just don't really care or relate to Denji. Like, I think that there's things about him that are meant to feel like so hyperbolic and so far from the way that I felt even when I was a teenager. But there's also like some grounded aspects to him in certain moments where it's like he does in certain moments also feel like one of the most relatable.
I
But it's so like up and down and whatnot, and it's just like, to me, I don't have like a legitimate emotional connection to Denji, but it still sucks to see him hurt.
no,
Still
yeah,
sucks to
I,
see him go through what he has been going through, and I know that it's only going to be worse. So I do want like something like a peaceful ending for him.
yeah. Just to like quickly interject it. I don't really feel like the main point of Denji is to relate to him, because I feel like if you're relating to him, I truly feel bad for you, and a lot of what Denji is meant to represent is a lot of the negative uh tendencies and characteristics and stigmas that like teenage boys have to grow
Yeah.
up with, like, oh, we're always supposed to be obsessed with sex and boobs and butt, and we're always supposed to, for lack of
Well,
a
that's the thing
better
is,
term, you got to be a little simpy to, you got to be willing to be
but
obedient. So
because I was a teenage boy at one point in time, and I'm not saying that I have ever felt like fully relating to him, but like there's a bit and a piece
mhm.
here and there that I think I can absolutely understand and to a bit relate to when it's not being excessively hyperbolic. And I think that the whole demographic for shonen is literally, it just means young boy. I think that literally every single person alive who has been a young boy has those bits and pieces of Denji that they can relate to. Yes, he's not meant to be wholly relatable, but I think that across the board, every single person within the shonen demographic has that core that they can reach with him, whether it's the same as the one that I have or the one that you have or something. But like, it's got to be there.
But
That's the
it's
whole point, I feel like, of this character. It's just also buried
but you also
underneath
can't
all of this like excessive gratuitous, excess, I
but
can't think
like
of
you
another
can't
word for it.
relate to him because like you have to like look at him as a character and see like the upbringing that he had and see like, you know, I I I can't relate to Denji because my mind can't rationalize it the way he is because of how broken society has made like his perception of what right and wrong is. That's what is really sad to me with Denji. Is like that as much as I want to relate and see a good happy ending for him, what does a happy ending truly look like in Denji's eyes even? And it is what he perceives the best ending for him, the ending we all want to see him in, or would he even be happy if we perceive him as being happy? Like he was asking himself, when he was on his way back with Nayuta before he found out the dogs died, he's like, Pochita, I never have to be Chainsaw Man again because I'm super duper happy. And then again, after having his intimate moment with Yoru getting assaulted, he's like at the sushi restaurant, like literally contemplating to himself, am I happy? Do I know if I'm happy? I should be, but like it's
Yeah, and I mean, like I said, I personally have removed myself from like, so it's like, I don't
mhm.
care if, like, I don't want anything for Denji except for him to get what he wants, truly. And so like, it's like, if what I envision a happy ending and what Denji envision being a happy ending don't align, that's fucking fine. It's like my wants are out of the story largely, and I'm just kind of like hoping that Denji gets his wants. If that makes sense, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's also crazy
Like
because like we still haven't seen Power. We still haven't seen the reincarnation of the Bomb Devil. You know, like you were mentioning Reze earlier. Like there's still so much that feels like it's on the table and that hasn't been answered. And we only have.
Kobeni.
Mhm. Well,
I'm sorry.
speaking of Kobeni, chapter 172, Buzz Boom Chong. Uh, I don't think this is Kobeni, but it looks like her. Um, we see an alligator on the side of this person's face telling them to jump. And they jump like a swan. And as they do, Chainsaw Man runs through Special Division 5 and cuts through all of them except the one who jumped. Hope you didn't put any stocks in these filler characters. And on the next page, they say, I dodged it, as they're decapitated. Um, Black Chainsaw Man, as we remember, is not a joke. You do not trifle with him. As they are all falling to the ground and dying, we see a man say, Special Division 6, commence operation, and the building explodes. And Chainsaw Man falls to the ground, and then he's surrounded and coiled by a millipede demon. And he starts trying to slice his way out of there, but a Heracles beetle demon starts slicing at him. Chainsaw Man's bleeding. Bleeding confirmed. Bleeding confirmed. Centipede got taken out. Pillbug, you guys, get behind me! And Pillbug Demon gets sliced through immediately. Um, yeah, they're just dying. And on the next page, we see him coil the devils around him in a really cool fucking spiral. And we see him put an ear devil in front of him. And we see surveillance cameras watching him, and they say he's targeting an ear. Chainsaw Man is about to eat the ear devil. Please confirm. Where's Chainsaw Man? Disappeared? Huh? What'd you say? Something disappeared.
Ooh, what
And
you
we see
say?
and we see that all of the
Sorry.
characters do not have ears anymore. Shit's about to get really fucky, man. Yoru notices this and smiles. Chapter 173, Hard of Hearing. We see an incredibly detailed fucking shot of Japan. And then we see a man screaming into a telephone. And a multitude of elephants without ears. Cell phones that are normally held by your ear on the shoulder dropping and breaking. Cats without ears. All humans without ears.
This is crazy.
We see a bunch of people in a room with headphones on. The erased devil's name is Ear, spelled Echo Alpha Romeo. Huh? What'd you say? Ear, spelled EAR. Excluding cases like individuals' names, raise your hand if you know this word. Erasure of ear confirmed. Team C, commence operation. And as they say, Team C commence operation, we see a man stand in a bathroom looking at himself in a mirror. He takes his finger with a pair of scissors and starts cutting through it.
Oh.
And as he cuts his finger off, he uses it to write the letter H. The man in the middle uses it to write the letter I. Uh, and the other person uses T, and they say cervical spine, neck, vertebrae. And each of them type hit. We see a devil on a chair saying, "It." and as it says that, we see a pane of glass and it punches and hits Chainsaw Man. And we see that two of its fingers are gone upon trying to punch him. And it pulls its hand back to the ethereal and says, "Ouch." Octopus Devil surrounds Chainsaw Man. "Ooh, nice one, human." And he squeezes. And Chainsaw Man spits out the ear devil. And we see the elephant with ears come back. And we see cute little Pochita with big ears.
Ew, that is disturbing.
Chapter 174. Aging. I see what you mean. These transcripts, we discuss having never heard the word ear before. Yet we possess no clear memories of the conversation itself. It certainly is curious. I checked with a subordinate. All 27 archivists in the Devil Extermination and Disaster Response Divisions are sustaining the erasure and restoration of ears. We see the Prime Minister of Japan talking to the Minister of Internal Affairs and Communications, and also to the Minister of Defense. And what does public safety think it accomplish with this power? And we see Public Safety Devil Extermination Special Division 7, Fumiko Mifune. Human evolution, harmful substances, nation, and more. With Chainsaw Man's power, we can remove the very concepts of making civilization even, well, you know the rest. Can you be more concrete? Public safety currently has an amicable relationship with the aging devil. It's a devil with the name of a primal fear, but communication has gone smoothly, and we've received a very favorable offer from it. The aging devil has no attachment to life. Depending on the terms of the contract, it's willing to be eaten and erased by Chainsaw Man. Uh, if we erase the aging devil, what will change? Will mental and physical decline due to aging disappearing from all living things? We won't know until after it's been erased. According to the research we conducted, during 3 minutes and 50 seconds that ears were erased, in a world without ears, hearing didn't disappear, cell phones and radios still existed, and ear picks were sold as arts and crafts products. What a freaking mess. You're correct. Chainsaw Man is indeed messy. However, we in public safety are keeping Chainsaw Man's chaos controlled enough for you to be able to prove his powers to you. What are the terms of the aging devil's offer? In exchange for being eaten by Chainsaw Man without resisting, the aging devil wants us to kill 10,000 children with Japanese citizenship between infancy and 9 years old in front of mirrors. Uh, we don't know how long Chainsaw Man's state will persist or whether it's possible to confine him. We need your decision as quickly as fine. Former Minister of Finance Tadashi Hasaga. My grandson is in the private sector of gathering My grandson in the private sector is gathering children orphaned by devil attacks. Reach out to them. If we need more, Takahashi, have your man's international adoption agents assemble the rest. Minister of Economy and Trade and Industry, Miki Takanashi. Give them Japanese citizenship, and foreign born children will just work as well. 10,000 lives is a small price to pay for the future of Japan. Uh, uh, I can't do that. You can. Takanashi, you have 4 children, is that right? You have children? 4 of them. Isn't that right, Takanashi? I can do it! I can do it! Good. Miss will provide the 10,000 children within 48 hours. Relay it to the chain, right now. Yes, sir. She reaches out her cell phone and makes the call. And as she goes to try to talk, she starts sweating because her mouth is gone. And everybody's mouths are gone. The elephant's
Bruh.
mouths are gone. And we see octopus, mouth, snow, and bitterness have been erased. Next chapter, both hands. We see Chainsaw Man without a mouth, and someone else without a mouth running away from Chainsaw Man. But it doesn't matter, as everyone tries to assail him. They can't get through.
Wait,
Yeah, how is he gonna eat without a mouth?
that's crazy. He's got a butt chug.
That's crazy.
Can't tell me you didn't think of it.
I didn't actually. Congratulations, you out freaked me. Protesters try to snap their spears at Chainsaw Man to no avail, and they get decapitated immediately, making all the other protesters flee in fear. But one man stood amongst them. One man has lost every fight he's ever had in Chainsaw Man. That's right. Katana Man takes his hand out, gets his katana out. We see more people have write the words hit on Chainsaw Man, and we see two fists coming out to punch him. War coming in from the top with a sushi sword. That's really funny. Um, all three of their attacks meeting to Chainsaw Man, and as the devil goes to pull their hands back out, their hands are gone. The aging devil has lost their hands. The katana devil has lost their arms and its head and falls on top of Yoru. Yoru kicks their body off, and we see that Yoru has no arm left either. And Chainsaw Man just walks past her. Or no, he's walking to her, and he actually meets her face to face, and she looks up at him. Holy smoke. How many are we? 176. How are you feeling? You got more in you?
If this is a good stopping point, I think maybe we call it. But if you think there's a better one coming up, then yeah, I can keep going.
No, I think this is a perfect stopping point. I think this is as good as it's gonna get because it's gonna get way crazier coming up. And
Wild.
I'm
So
excited
we
for it.
have 56 more chapters to go. We got almost halfway through what was in between us and being current tonight.
Heck yeah, we did something like 30 chapters. We did 32.
We did more than that. We started on 34,
134.
so we did 41
Oh
chapter
yeah,
40, yeah, 41.
we did 40. 40.
Okay.
Uh, yeah. It's pretty great. I really like Chainsaw Man. Yeah, even Shady says it's a
Oh
good
man.
stopping point. The shit's gonna get bonkers.
Wild. Yeah, I think that conceptually kind of like messing with like on a global scale, it's showing us like these concepts being erased makes me really curious. Like I know this has been obviously a like set up since part one, like loosely enough, but like it truly does change the way that I kind of see the rest of the story possibly playing out. I have a lot of thoughts, but I don't know how to organize them right now. So I think it's best to probably have like a maybe a bit of a preamble discussion before we get into our next, like at the beginning of our next stream. Because
I
right now
Yeah.
my head is like a fucking mess, you know.
Yeah, no, I get that. It's this is this is a lot of good
Yeah,
payoff, yeah, happening right now.
this is it does really feel like a lot from part one is definitely being like kind of paid off on in ways that I couldn't have, because like legitimately when part one came to its conclusion, I was like, oh well, that's it, right? And then I saw like end of part one, I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, no. And I mean, like, it's kind of crazy that now we have the aging devil with there's so much.
They mentioned the aging devil as well as sickness, not but like 8 chapters ago or something like that. In the whenever I don't think it was Barham, but somebody, I think it was someone within public defense was like mentioning that Chainsaw's fear has grown to even rival that of aging and sickness. So I'm wondering if we're going to see like sickness as well. And like I mentioned, we still haven't gotten like pestilence, which is like the fourth horseman, because we've seen like war, famine, and we've heard about death.
Yep. Uh Man, I'm super excited. I can't wait cuz I think, oh man, depending on depending depending on the next stream, it could be the final one. Like,
That's crazy.
Chainsaw Man could be
Because
ending this thing.
apparently
Yeah.
the next chapter comes out on the 24th, right? Is that it?
Yep.
Which is like 5 days away. So next week we could be done, man. Okay, that makes sense because she had the ringed eyes like Fami and Yoru.
Mhm.
Instead of pestilence, we get that. But they did still mention sickness at the same time that they mentioned aging. So I'm still wondering if that'll come up at all. You know what I mean? But conceptually, thinking of like what in this world could rival some of these primal fears, you know, obviously hearing that death is supposed to be the cream of the crop, which makes sense.
What
I
if
remember
Ochita
back in, yeah, because like we've dealt with concepts like infinity and like falling and shit like that, and like I don't know, it's and darkness before, so it's like I don't know, I'm just like thinking it could be anything. You know what I mean? It could be something very simple but within the rationale of things, and like it could even, because they're trying to game the system, they're trying to tweak war and chainsaws fear factors to be that enough to rival like the big bad. So like what if in the process something else coincidentally ends up becoming even more feared than any of those things? And it's like, so it could just come out of left field, and like I kind of hope that's the case, but I don't know, I can't think of anything like off the dome. So give me a week, and before we get into our next batch, I might spitball some ideas next stream. You know,
Dude, I'm super excited. This has been absolute peak and a joy to re-experience the story with you. And yeah, I don't have anything else to say. Thank you, chat, for showing out. Thank you, Shady. Thank you, Vex. Thank you, Straw Hat Lucas. Thank you, my fraud watchers on YouTube. We love y'all, little fraud watchers. And if y'all want to see more of us, make sure you tune in next week where we will probably be finishing Chainsaw Man, which is insane. But have a
huge,
great night
huge.
and stay tight. Don't let those bed bugs bite. And
Stay tight. What do you mean?